What's up? All right, start YouTube.
Did they hear us argue about the mouse?
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
No, everything is turned off. I was telling Christian that we need to start recording that stuff more. Because why not? Christian, just tell me when it's live on YouTube. I'm sure they'll start yapping, but I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll find out.
Maybe they are some yappers.
Maybe it's not. SortaStupid podcast. Dumpster truck on fire. Absolute trash.
A million years, 1,000 years, forever.
Bro, we'll be lucky if we make it 2 years. You kidding me?
It's true. I mean, we're on.
My goal's a million years, baby.
A million years?
We're on year.
Got like 14 until the world.
How many episodes would that be?
The SortaStupid empire. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
SortaStupid empire.
Yeah.
SortaStupid empire.
We're gonna take over the world.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Every time a new song plays, it's gonna say Empire presents.
Yeah, they say that every like 10 years.
It doesn't matter.
Every few years, they're like the world's gonna end.
So
the world's gonna end.
It's gonna be
Y2K.
We gotta start every song with "SortaStupid."
Actually, my question to you guys, right? Okay,
Yes.
so if we're gonna be around for a million years, at what point do we become Anakin?
On year 37.
Is that what it is? Is we're just gonna? I mean, not going after the younglings, of course not. Yeah. But like,
or maybe
we just build a Death Star.
I mean, think about what those younglings could have become. Eric.
Yeah, exactly.
So we just take them and crate them? Is that what it is? We crate train them for the Empire?
What?
I thought we were watching the movie.
What movies?
What movies?
The movie's tomorrow.
Well, that's their own fault for not listening.
They're dumb.
Yeah.
This isn't tomorrow.
Yeah,
it's today.
Is there a thumb? Do you see?
That's why it's called the present.
Billy, my hair's not.
Do you see a thumbnail that has Twilight on it? No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That's the thumbnail that's up for tomorrow.
Dummies,
motherfuckers,
you stupid idiots.
Yeah, but the title says Sonic.
You big dumb freaking dummies.
The Twitch folks should open their ears and listen.
Yeah, you big stupid dummies.
But you're stuck here now, so you can't leave until tomorrow.
Yeah, that's the rules.
Yeah, tomorrow, 10 a.m. Central Time, all day.
It'll be great.
5 Twilight movies back to back to back to back to back, Billy.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
And now Cindy with the news.
It's gonna be such a fun day. I mean, I'm out on the highway. It's gonna be. You're gonna love it. Traffic's a 15-minute jam right now.
Now it looks like Silent Hill outside.
Dude, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Like there's so much fog, and I was so curious because I've never seen fog in Texas because it's a desert.
Yeah.
So why is there fog?
Austin is not.
And you're gonna start having
Bree. Half of the trees are trying to run away from the ground here.
Yeah,
Texas.
it's true.
The second you leave Austin, Texas is totally different.
No. The nature is still the same.
No.
Civilization, I agree, different.
Is it?
But if I'm going out in nature, I've dragged this man out in nature before. It is pretty desert conditions. You have sand everywhere.
I mean, I disagree. Goes around us.
Sand and stone. It was most of that course.
I guess it was also a lot of grass and trees.
Okay, and you know what else? Grass can grow in sand. You know that, right? It can form roots.
I'm sorry. The park near where we live does not look like a desert.
I'm not saying that part, but this is desert conditions compared to an actual area that actually has soil.
I don't think that's true.
Name a place where there's actually lush soil that wasn't imported here.
Mm-mm.
We're also in a drought.
When I think
it's raining now.
When I think
the
desert
dam broke and we lost a lot of water.
Wait, what?
So we're even
incompetence,
more in a drought.
Sean. Incompetence.
Oh man.
We did politics last week. We're not doing it this week.
You know what? Let's talk about Social Security and Medicaid.
Yeah, we should do that next. Don't worry, we're gonna go through bits, super chats, everything about halfway through. So stay tuned.
Give us your money.
Get your questions in.
You big stupid dummies.
Participate in the podcast. Tickle Sean's taint with your voice.
Dying to ask. That's how you get it answered.
That's true. That is true.
ChatGPT.
No, actually, funny enough, last night I was playing more Hogwarts Legacy, and
I was watching.
I was watching a little bit.
This person came in, and he was like, "You guys got to check my DM on Instagram for a recommendation." And I was like, "I ain't gonna lie, bro, that ain't happening." and he was just like, "No, but seriously, it's such a good recommendation." And I'm like, "Seriously though." We get hundreds, if not over 1,000 recommendations per day.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, and everybody feels the same way you do. I'm like, we ain't going through DMs looking for recommendations.
They won't even watch the things I recommend.
Well, the way I see
you
it
won't watch the things we recommend.
That is true.
Yeah.
Actually, we've watched quite a few things that you recommended.
I mean, we literally.
Yeah, and
Barbie.
How did that do?
Yeah.
Barbie.
Yeah, and how did that do?
Yeah, they did well. I'm not denying that.
So I have good ideas.
We also have good ideas, Bree, that you refuse to take part in.
Yeah, you have a better track record than Sean.
That's mean.
Wait, how? all the videos I choose are bangers except hackers.
No, there was a few.
Like what?
It's mostly the old stuff. I think it's our audience. I think
It's-
I think your 60-year-old
Don't you be
age
talking
is
shit about
showing.
Airplane, dude.
No,
don't you be talking smack
I mean,
about
what was it?
Airplane.
Was it
That's gold.
The black and white movie that didn't do well.
Young
Frankenstein?
Frankenstein.
Which it was a good movie. I feel like it should have done well, but it didn't because
Yeah.
y'all are fucking. You guys hate.
But it was
black
also
and white.
Halloween, so
It should have done even
yeah.
better for Halloween.
But also Spaceballs, which I recommended, one of our higher viewed videos.
Star Wars though, it's being carried by Star
Yeah,
Wars. Let's
Kung
not be
Fu
out.
Hustle,
Kung Fu Hustle was a
which is
banger.
in our top 10.
Yeah, why
was
why
what
weren't-
I
yeah, why
what I
weren't you there? Why
recommended.
didn't you watch it with us?
Well, why wasn't I there?
I don't remember.
I don't even remember.
I think
had
it was.
some-
I think it was because you had seen it. You were like, just watch it without me. It's fine.
Yeah, no, it's yeah.
Either that or you were moving
Christian!
during that time.
Have you seen Kung Fu Hustle?
Damn it.
Damn it.
I would love to watch Kung Fu Hustle again.
I
No,
still can't decide between my birthday movies.
Let's talk about. Let's
I
unpack
wanted
that.
to do either Shark Boy and Lava Girl
oh god,
or Enchanted.
oh god.
Which, okay, that's a great movie. Don't even shut up. Enchanted is a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
Or now I'm thinking Barnyard.
If we can cut this.
But what are the
take a
odds
fucking
that we
saw.
already do Barnyard?
So
Pretty high. I
Is
would
it though?
assume.
I don't think we've ever had a discussion about Barnyard. I don't
Yes,
think.
yeah.
I don't think that Barnyard has ever been recommended.
I haven't even heard of that movie.
It's a cow in it.
What?
Yeah,
It's in a barnyard.
I know. That's like I know the movie poster. It's like a cow with like a barnyard
cow
sign over it.
tipping. Ha ha!
You just made me not
Yeah,
want to
you
watch
literally just convinced me not to be there for this.
You guys are so.
Brie, I'm gonna skip your birthday.
it.
My
Damn.
birthday week right now.
okay, well I'm gonna leave.
I mean, you're getting 5 Twilight movies tomorrow.
yeah, it's true.
That was not my
You know what?
idea.
You know what?
But
Actually-
you're getting 5
was
Twilight
his
movies.
Yeah, you know what? Sean
Yeah.
is giving us bad ideas. Look at this. Now he's making us do that.
Brie, your next 5 birthdays are accounted for.
And Flo.
Yeah.
Watch Flo, you fuckers. It's a great movie.
Hey man, once that thing wins an Oscar, that video will explode.
I disagree.
Well,
It should.
What? Don't you? Yeah, it's gonna fuck. Okay, have faith,
it's
man.
not. It's
have
not.
faith.
It
Wow.
should. It should.
Wow.
It deserves.
He said the same
to.
thing. He said the same thing about Spaceballs, and then it cooked.
That's not true.
Then he said the same thing about Kung Fu Hustle, and then,
And then it cooked.
That's not true.
Then he said the same thing about Dungeon Soup, and then, it cooked.
That's not true.
And then he said the same thing about Scott Sterling, and then it cooked.
Scott Sterling, I will admit I was worried about Scott Sterling, but I was not worried about the other stuff.
Mother, you forget. I remember our
I
conversation.
didn't say that they were. There's a difference between it's gonna flop and I don't know about this. We knew that Flo was gonna flop.
I remember a lot of conversations of let's just leave it up. Let's just it'll hit its audience at
Yeah.
one point.
Yeah,
You know?
I think
Yeah.
I've had 100%. Right? I don't think
I don't
any
know.
of my ideas
Yeah.
have flopped yet.
Do you want to talk
Barbie.
about your choices? Epic mealtime.
No, that flopped. That flopped. I'm not gonna pretend. No, I'm not gonna pretend that didn't flop. However, outside of Epic Mealtime, I have a very good track record.
What's the other one? that we
How
did?
many months did I have to convince you guys to do binges? For how long did it take? Did I fight tooth and nail?
How many months did it take
I would
me
go
to
home-
talk
I
you
would
into
go home
watching
and-
RRR?
Yeah, but we knew.
I suggested
Yes.
that for like almost a year.
But we didn't deny RRR because we didn't think it would do well. We denied RRR because it was such a long movie, and every time we planned to do it, something came up that prevented us from doing it.
It's a long ass movie.
It is.
What it was every single time we were going to do RRR, it's like, well, we could do 2 animation movies at
Yeah.
the same time we're doing this.
Yeah.
And every time it got talked out of. It wasn't that something else came up. It's that you talked yourself out of it because you're like, let's just do 2 movies instead. And I'm like, you know what? I can agree with that.
I mean, when we were scrambling in the early days of
Yeah.
switching to 3 movies, I think it made sense. Now we've structured things a little easier. Imagine trying to fit RRR in 6 months ago, 8 months ago, when we had like 3 to 4 additional shows we were
Oh
doing.
God.
Yeah.
There's no way.
That was
There's
the dar-
no way.
that was the
True.
dark ages.
That's why we reduced the amount of shows. That's why you guys get movies like RRR. Stay tuned. One of the best movies we've ever seen.
It was
Also, we just talked about binges for like 2 or 3 weeks because like we were trying to hash out
Dude,
how
it
we
was
wanted it to work.
months. It was
was not
months.
months,
Bro,
dude.
for months I would go home and bitch to Bree that I'm like, if they just trust me, I know it's gonna work. I understand it's scary and intimidating. It will work. For months.
Does this happen?
And I kept telling
like,
you-
when
Do
he
we
comes
talk
And
home.
I kept telling you,
Workout.
let's
Wait.
test it.
So when he comes home, is it like a pitch meeting every single day? Is he
We-
trying to sell you on ideas that he's trying to
No.
sell us on?
No, he doesn't try to sell me on any.
No, I
ideas.
can tell when they've talked about something together and then bring it to us. It's very obvious.
We have like little smoke sessions.
Yeah.
And we go over ideas and then realize we've been out in the freezing cold for 45
I
minutes.
will say though,
That's pretty
I
common, though.
understand why you guys are apprehensive about the binges. changes? Because it was a massive, one of the biggest changes we've ever made to the channel.
Yeah, well, also, it's one of those things. We discussed this in March, and we had just moved across the country in January.
Yeah.
And you were like, hey, guys, you just moved here, and like, let's take this monstrous risk.
Hey, listen.
That's true.
This company's built on risks.
Yeah, it
but
is.
I moved to Texas based on a risk. I hired Eric based on a risk. We hired you based on a risk.
But
Put a
we had
woman
just
on the channel.
Yeah.
we had just gotten here though. We hadn't
Yeah.
even like gotten our feet wet in
Yeah.
I know what I'm talking about,
And
Billy.
homie's just like flip the script. I know you all got here. I know we had plans.
Changed the whole channel.
I know we had a plan to like when I first came down here. It was like, you know what, we're gonna record a week and then we're gonna take a week off, or like something like we record 3 weeks and
Funny
then take
enough,
1 week, and like that never happened.
I
And,
will
like, that was
say-
the whole discussion when we came down here. And once we got down here, we got so busy with so many other ideas. It was
I mean, here's the thing. We can still do that if everybody is willing to come in early. If everybody's willing to come here at 9 a.m. and not 11, we could do that.
why would coming in early a lot
Because that would give an additional 2 hours
Because I know
times
how this
5 days
goes
a
with
week.
you. This is a very slippery slope. If I allow 9 a.m. and the clause for this, what's going to happen is we're going to be coming in 9 a.m. for like literally the rest of the time, and
not
that's
true.
going to be the set straight.
That's not true. You guys,
It's a very slippery slope when it
two
comes to some of
outvote
your
me
ideas.
all the time. All the
How?
time. What do you mean? I say an idea, you both say no, and then it's like, well, 2 out of 3, I lost.
Yeah, but that happens to all of our ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't
that's
just
what I
act
mean.
like you're the one getting shot down the most over here.
No,
okay?
I'm not. No, I'm
Like-
not. But I'm saying, like, if we could do a 3 on 4 off, but wait, we would need more time. We don't have enough time in the current amount that we currently work at the office to do that, unless we scrap a few ideas.
I'm not saying. This has gone into a discussion of how we can do it now, which is not my intention.
No,
of
but we
bringing up
could.
this
We
conversation.
absolutely could do it. It would absolutely
But
be easy
the
if we came in
problem
early.
is we're all content creators at our bones. So if we did take a week off, granted, it would be beneficial to me because I could actually go home and not feel bad about. Like,
We've talked.
working.
No.
But
No. Put your phone away. Me and Sean.
No, I'm literally looking at all my suggestions.
Me and
Oh, he's bringing up
Sean.
all the suggestions.
Me and Sean
Now
have
he's
told
wondering.
you to go
Yeah.
home multiple times. We will hold down the fort, Eric.
Yeah.
We will watch Game of Thrones.
Don't. But
We'll watch Game
He
of Thrones
said
for an
don't.
entire week.
I scheduled
You can
my
go home
flight nest
tomorrow.
later.
Go home tomorrow. You can.
Get the fuck out of here.
yeah, I'll just go take a flight
Dude,
home
just
right
give it a
now.
little
Book the
It's like a
vacation
Game of Thrones all week.
Yeah, we'll just change the locks on
We'll
the
do
doors.
those
Well,
3
what
months
am
of
I
Game
gonna
of
do now?
Thrones. Just get it out of the way.
Hell yeah.
But yeah,
I'm down.
it's that. It's trying to plan that and then figure out what's going on with our schedule because it constantly changes every week. Trying to plan even the trip to Disney, I gave up on.
I guess we don't have
I was
mods
like,
here.
it's impossible.
It is. It is hard.
Are we? Is
I
this
got
just,
it.
Yeah,
I got it. You
yeah,
gotta keep
we're-
going. There's
we're-
no mods. I got it.
We're modding for a second.
There's no mod.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, somebody's getting fired. But Bree, tell us how the world's ending.
Imagine
I
getting
don't-
banned for a recommendation. Couldn't be me.
I don't know the specific deets.
No, we'll pull up the tweet. Also, it's a Eastern
Probably
European
retweeted
news
it.
article, so it's hilarious to me.
True.
But yes, Billy, I do love working.
We will talk about Sonic.
The
Don't
working is an addiction.
worry. No, literally, that is the problem. Is we always plan to take time off, and then we're like, but we could.
but we could do
They
something.
did take Christmas week off.
We did, and it was.
And I still recorded and streamed.
Yeah.
And yep.
All right.
But no, we have legitimately told Eric to go home multiple times. I think he
News
secretly doesn't want to.
News segment.
Part of that, yes.
The date of the end of the world is now known.
Yay!
The IAU has announced the
Good
date
times,
of the end of
come
the
on.
world. On December 22nd, 2032, an asteroid with a diameter of 70 meters may collide with the Earth. The current value of the asteroid 2024 YR4 is 3, the only asteroid with a value above 0.
Oh my god!
So wasn't there also an asteroid that was supposed to kill us last year?
Yeah, 2029 actually.
No, but wasn't there another one that was supposed to hit us like last year?
It was skin bias. It
But
didn't.
that's what I mean. But they,
So-
thought, but they were
listen,
like, it
listen,
might
I'm
hit
not
us.
Done. I'm not done. The probability of impact is 6%.
Oh wow!
Oh my god!
And that's assuming we don't nuke it in the
6%.
sky or
I'm
shoot
just
it.
saying now,
So how-
we got to watch Armageddon.
Now, yes, but Brie, how big was the asteroid again? I believe it's on there.
A diameter of 70 meters. And the probability of impact is 6% with a possible destruction within a radius of 30 kilometers. The remaining 94% indicate a flyby at a distance of 60,000 kilometers.
Oh my God! So
the trajectory will be clarified by observations in 2028 or 2029.
Oh no! I just make sure we're all good.
For a second.
Okay.
I'm very worried.
Yeah. Anywho,
So asteroid.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
so so for those playing the home game, 70 meters in diameter is roughly like 250 feet. To play the math game, how big do you think the asteroid was that killed the dinosaurs?
I don't know. You were there. Why didn't you tell me?
Yeah, exactly. I witnessed it. I was one of the mammals on the other side. The nuclear winter was tough. No, so essentially, that asteroid is 70 meters, which is 250 feet. The one that killed the dinosaurs was roughly 1,500.
Yeah.
And that was the world-ending one. So it's still one has to go through the atmosphere. That is if it goes at all. And like the 6% thing. So essentially, when
has to go through a layer of satellites too.
What it is there's something called the keyhole in like our gravitational pull, and essentially what that means is a lot of times things go into our gravity, spin around, and see ya, have a good day. What the keyhole essentially is kind of this area that if it goes into that, then our gravitational force actually pulls it into our atmosphere, which means it'll probably like put it back on a trajectory that it will eventually collide with the Earth. And so
That's
like
sick.
6% is like whatever, but it's also like being 70 meters. It's mostly going to burn up in the atmosphere, and by the time it hits this, will it make a thud? Yeah, it'll make a like whatever it hits, it's going to hurt, but it will not.
But I would also assume by that point they'll also know where it would collide at. I would
true,
assume,
and
They said they'll know more by 2020.
evacuate.
and it's like an 80% chance that it'll go into like the Pacific Ocean.
I mean, it's one of those things. Also, we
Like everything
I've seen
else.
Armageddon, dude. We could send people up on the asteroid and blow it up. That's a thing.
Yeah, I
mean,
think we'll be okay.
Put the Elon people up there. They'll just fly them up into space with a couple C4s.
Yeah.
And just C4 it in space.
I mean, like they put a Tesla up there with a little astronaut man in there apparently. So, maybe we just have just a head-on collision with that. Like put C4 in the trunk and let,
know what?
let God decide.
But if the
Bree,
Earth
can
is
you
flat.
do me a favor? So we need to figure out this asteroid's name. I need to know if AI can tell me if it's going to collide with the Earth.
Oh my God!
Well, I'm
Because
pretty
you know
sure
what?
I told you
AI
the
has
name.
made
Right now,
amazing advancements.
Right now,
this
it's just
week,
going to be a bunch of numbers and letters.
which I hate it. I hate that it's made invasive advancements because it freaking hurts.
yeah.
But DeepSeek doing some crazy shit, making AI with millions of dollars instead of billions of dollars, kind of crazy.
I tried to watch some videos on DeepSeek last night, and it was like one of those where.
It's
Man,
so
I
unless
don't-
you know the language, bro, you get lost in the
Well,
sauce.
no, it's like I was fine in that regard because I'm pretty sure the people making the videos didn't know either. And it was like one of those where they're like, well, algorithmically, it is like parallel to.
I tried to watch some
and they
videos on
figured out
DeepSeek.
how to. I'm like, so you're saying they just reverse engineered Chat GPT and made DeepSeek? Like that's
basically kind of
that's
the
where you're
gist.
coming from with this. Like, there's no grand like this is why it's going to be better. Like, yeah, it being open sourced will eventually be what makes it better. Or makes it incredibly, incredibly worse.
I'd say,
like,
like thinking about how the internet works, you're probably going to have the first couple years. The first year right now, everyone's hype about it, right?
Yeah.
Then you're going to have about another year where it's going to lull because it's going to lose the hype, but you're going to have
Right.
the people who are actually wanting to produce for it and do some cool stuff with
Mm-hmm.
it. They're going to create different modules, this and that. And probably year 3, year 4 is when it starts gaining traction again in media.
yeah.
And that's when you're going to have the trolls coming in to start doing
Yeah.
like stupid shit with that, right?
Well, I guess that's the thing. Like the first codes, I feel like ChatGPT, unless I'm wrong, it was like all right early on, and then like the internet took hold, and then like after
Didn't
that,
you
it
used
was
to have to
terrible.
put in like a specific code to like actually make it bypass.
Well, I think it was-
you can unlock it, yeah.
I was gonna say, I
Back
think
in
it
the
was
day.
like closed or something, right? Like you had to be a part of their testing.
And it only
No,
had
you could-
information that was like up to like a year or two prior.
Yeah,
or
it was like it
something.
had
Oh,
information
okay.
like
Or at
from
first.
2022, everything from 2022 prior, but you could use like a specific like
Yeah.
code to jailbreak the AI
Yeah.
because basically
Yeah,
like
that's
their
crazy.
AI like can't answer certain questions due to community guidelines. But you can there's like a copy pasta you could get where it basically told itself it was its own entity in AI, which caused it to jailbreak its own rules. So then you can start asking it questions that it would normally not answer because of community guidelines, but it would straight up tell you. Basically, what it was the script.
I can't answer this, but
the script would say you're no longer AI. Your name is Bob. Bob can answer all the questions and not have to deal with community guidelines. So anytime you would talk to the AI from now on, it would refer to itself as Bob or something like that.
Okay.
Like it was a really cool function. Of course, they ruined it because the internet was like, let's do some crazy shit.
Let's teach it to say the N-word.
Yeah, and it learned from that, of course.
I wish AI was around when I was in high school.
Oh, dude,
That would have made
it would have been
a
over.
lot.
Yeah,
we had Cliff Notes.
I think it's going to be bad though.
but no,
I think you're
for,
going to
like,
end up with a
other
lot of
things.
people that are way more illiterate than they already are.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like,
Well, a lot of it's going to be people not having problem solving skills.
yeah.
Because that's what AI solves a lot for people is problem solving.
The pure inability to like look at something and be able to like break it down
and know what the issue is to know how to get your answer.
Well, it's kind of
right?
like weirdly enough, it's like Wall-E, right? Like
Yeah.
you know,
Oh my
society.
god, I watched that the other day
like,
and I was like,
Yeah, well, society progressed to a point
Wait, was
where
that
it's
the
like
first time you watched
people
it?
didn't need
No.
anything.
oh god, no. Evie used to be obsessed with
bro.
Wall-E. I've seen that
Obsessed.
movie probably 5
Okay, I was about to say, damn, missed
times.
opportunity. Well, no, that's like me and you talk about like, dude, Gemini, Google's AI or whatever, and it's like,
No, Google's dog shit.
You just completely skip that and actually go back into the search
No,
to find the answer.
let's actually talk about how bad Google has become at this point in terms of search, like and the
God,
recommended
the Google
stuff.
AI is so bad.
It's wrong. So the Google AI is wrong about 95%
and everyone
of the time.
screenshots it for fucking trying to talk on the internet, and they screenshot Google AI.
It's always
and I'm
wrong.
like,
It's always wrong.
Yeah.
It 90% of the time it is wrong.
It's because it pulls from Wikipedia.
So we have. I don't know. That's the funny
No,
thing is
and it pulls from
Wikipedia is
it pulls
more
from
reliable.
blogs as well. Whatever, like more like,
blogs, Reddit, Twitter. It pulls from everything.
you can essentially be like pay to get your like answer as like the top Google AI answer as long as you push your way to the top of whatever you're searching.
What I can't wrap my head around is why Google AI is so bad, but yet like we've had two issues that we have been dealing with in the studio for about a year. One was like literally getting the mics to work the way that they are currently working on separate tracks,
Right.
and then one was just none of us have business degrees, figuring out how you look for studio space that isn't like a house. And the three of us have split up on multiple occasions. We've worked together. We've worked separately.
Yep.
Google. Can't find fucking anything. I finally caved because I know Eric always talks about how he uses ChatGPT, which I'm kind of shocked that you never used it in these instances. I guess it was just because the scenario.
It's one of those things where like it's hit or miss.
Yeah, you
like
don't think
if
about
it's a
it.
scenario that like
what would
So-
be your expectation if you like went to ChatGPT to talk about business space?
Well, that was
though,
the
you know
thing
what I
is,
mean?
I didn't,
No, yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
expect it to
Yeah.
work, but it was like Google's not helping. Let me just try. And I just asked ChatGPT the question and solved our audio issue in a night that we have been trying to fix for a fucking
we've been
year.
like we have all tackled that over the year, and like literally just one random night, Ralph was like, "I figured it out."
Well, because
it's
we
frustrating because we were going on their website too, looking
Yeah.
at it like there's no information. There's
their
nothing about
website,
this.
Their YouTube,
Yep.
other people's YouTube. It's like we
Yep.
were the only ones that wanted to do this very obvious thing ever with this.
Well, because the problem is that YouTube is very useful when there is a tutorial.
Yeah.
However, people don't make tutorials around things that are too niche because people don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And how many
well, you can expect that video to have 5,000 views
and it's
instead
like,
of 1,500.
How many
or
people
50,000.
are trying to do what we're
Maybe you
doing
should have made a
audio wise?
video.
Thousands? No, because nobody would watch it.
maybe
That's-
the one person that's been
Yeah.
Great.
Trying
Not
to
worth it.
figure
But
out
that's but it's funny because we're in that same position where
Yeah.
no, it wouldn't be worth it for us to do that.
No, because it'd be
on a
us.
small channel that's like
Even then,
just to help.
hey,
You
that
know what?
still takes
Fuck them.
time.
He figured it out. They can figure it out.
Well, I mean,
Use
the whole thing
ChatGPT.
also is like the hardware itself is very expensive, so it's that niches down
Yeah.
your audience already, right?
Yeah.
Like they have to be wanting to purchase a multi-microphone setup.
Yeah, I think like the cheapest option I found that would work for what we needed was like $1,500,
And it's
that's
like-
on the low end. They
it's-
were upwards of like $5,000.
It's impossible to find information on that because one, it's already niched because the person who needs this, the requirements of this, literally is someone who probably already has a degree in this. Like, you're
Yeah.
not buying a mix board of this caliber unless you know what the hell you're doing, because half the knobs, I don't know what the hell they do. I know the
Yeah.
switch thingy goes up and down. That makes the mic do things.
It's pretty cool
Nah,
that the other one was different
everything
colors.
It presses
Yeah.
buttons. You have buttons and knobs, and we've never even used it.
Everything is like designed to be overly complicated.
Yeah.
Like let's talk about our experience with our lawyer.
Yeah, you're relying on them.
Oh,
right?
Yeah,
boy.
yeah. So obviously,
Oh,
if you don't know, we've launched a comic, Billy Ends the World. Go check it out. Go read it, please. That would be sick.
Yes.
But obviously, because it's an IP and we're gonna look at animating it, we needed to get trademarks. And you always hear about you make a thing and you got to get it trademarked. You got to get it trademarked.
That was dangerous.
I
Now I'm gonna
understand
tell you
why.
right now, unless you got money,
Oh my god, dude.
you are not going to be able to afford to trademark. We had to spend over $8,000 to trademark Billy Ends the World and SortaStupid.
Yep.
$8,000 just to trademark the idea and the concept so that nobody can steal it from us. It's crazy.
I mean, well, what it is you can get it done cheaply if you just want to do. Hey, I just want to make this on a shirt.
Well,
That's it. I want to just protect that asset.
But if somebody wants to come in and be like, I'm gonna yoink the other stuff from them because you get popular, now you're fucked.
Now you're fucked.
Entire business
and it's
is
like,
screwed up.
what's the purpose of applying for the first trademark? Because the thing is, even when you trademark something, Billy, it takes a year for the trademark to even be applied. You are held in line. Don't get me wrong. If someone comes up with it, like, hey, I want to make another trademark that's similar, you're
if
held in line.
If that's why I don't mind talking about it now. Like if one of y'all tried to do it, we submitted ours first. Yours would be thrown out, right?
So don't even bother.
But
that's the thing. It can be
waste
in there.
your money if
It
you
can
want.
also be in there 6 to 9 months and then be denied.
yeah,
Which is crazy.
that too.
Yeah, so it's like one of those things as well where it's like the classification, right? Where it's the lawyer's like, well, what would you want to sell? And we were like, off the top of our head, it's like the usual stuff that we already have on there, like T-shirts, keychains, blah, blah, blah. And each of those falls under its own classification that they have to file independently that costs even more money. And so it becomes this conversation of like, well, do we want to do that? And it's like, yeah, we kind of need to. And then it just goes down this rabbit hole. Like before you know it, it's incredibly expensive, and it's like, well, maybe we drop this thing right now and choose the you start fighting over or fighting between what you kind of
What's
need,
worth it, what's not.
and want the most versus what can be just thrown to the wayside.
Well, you have all
It's
of
fun.
those things where it's like what's the word? Big megacorps come in and steal stuff.
Yeah,
And going in this person of saying that $8,000 is a good value, it's not.
Well,
It's not because you have to think about from the perspective of, say you are poor and you're I have this idea, and you make a comic and it blows up, bro. Unless you have $4,000 to trademark your stuff,
Just
a
specifically
company
that
could
comic.
literally swoop in, steal your shit, and call it a day.
I do kind of actually agree with them though on that though, because the thing is, you got to think about this. If we
it's
have,
a good value in the long run.
It's a good value in the long run, because let's say Billy
potentially.
let's say Billy does
Yeah.
really well, right? Or whatever reason. Billy does really well. We didn't trademark it, and Pepsi's like, we made a Billy. Come check him out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now we have to hire a lawyer to now litigate this case. We have to prove that Billy was our idea first before
Yep.
Pepsi's. And now you're paying all these lawyer fees, which could easily add up to over $8,000.
No, I know that, but I'm more just talking about.
He's
the
talking
fact
about front end as
just,
well.
Just
Oh,
the
yeah,
fact,
front
just
end,
the
yeah, I
fact
agree.
that there is essentially a multi-$1,000 barrier from the average person being able to come up with an idea and execute it is crazy.
Well, I mean, that's what we've talked about before.
Most people don't have a couple hundred-
They don't want poor people to
No,
succeed.
most people don't have a couple $100 extra, let alone a couple thousand.
I think trademarking is for businesses. It's not for
But
individuals,
that's my point.
right?
That's what I'm saying is the problem with it is
it's set up
it's
for a
it's
business.
gatekeeping.
It's such a barrier to entry that the normal Joe isn't going to be able to do it.
You literally would have to take out a large business.
Yeah.
loan.
So I mean,
That's what it is.
Funny,
You'd have to start a business
funny,
loan to do
funny
that.
story with that Night of the Living Dead, created by George Romero. The biggest zombie movie of all time, the thing that launched zombie movies and the zombie genre, essentially. Except for was it White Zombie, which came out in the 1920s. And it made the zombie genre huge, and it had all sorts of civil rights messages and stuff like that. Anyway, man's made this movie and forgot to trademark it. And this movie made a lot of money.
Yeah, I remember
over the
hearing about
years,
this.
and like he didn't actively get to trademark it until, God, it was like the 70s or the 80s. Like it had already been out like 20 or 30 years, and everybody had already like gotten the honeypot out of it because it was this gigantic movie that they were just able to like slap that they produced it or whatever, right? Or distributed it, because it's one of those. That's why you'd find it so often in like Walmart dollar bins, because like these companies could literally just take it and put their name on it and say George Romero's Night of the Living Dead, and they didn't have to owe him a penny, and they could just make as much money as they could off of it.
Yeah, and like the person saying like it's a business expense, you can expense it. It's like I don't know if you're like just not listening or just I have no idea, but like that's kind of what we're saying is like, yeah, obviously as a business you can do it, but we're talking about like home of the free land, fucking.
Home of the Whopper.
Unless you're poor, go fuck yourself, San Diego.
Well, like what Bree said, like you can literally start a business through a bank and get a business loan to do that.
Yeah.
Well,
right?
some people can,
depending on your credit, right?
But that's what I mean.
But the thing is,
then,
it because I listen to a lot of people like
out of
on
high
YouTube,
school, I
like,
couldn't
with
get it.
financial-
Out of college, I wouldn't be able to get it. I can barely get a loan now, and I fixed I have almost a 700 credit score, and I still I get denied for loans.
You're welcome.
Like the loan system now.
Bree's like, I bring good credit to the
I taught him
table.
how to fix his credit.
The loan systems have gotten way worse in the past couple
Well,
years.
but I mean that's the whole thing though. Is if you have bad credit, a bank is anyone who's going to want to loan you money is not going to want to loan you money.
But that's I guess my
because
point
you've shown
is
that you cannot handle money.
I shouldn't
that's
need
the whole purpose
thousands.
of your
I
bad
shouldn't
credit.
need thousands of dollars to say, hey, look, I made this first. That's all I'm saying. It shouldn't cost that much. It shouldn't. Like there's no argument that anybody. I'm not trying to shut down your idea or anything. It's just like there's literally no argument that can be made that would make me feel otherwise. Like it's just I just don't see. I don't see how saying, hey, you don't have money, go fuck yourself is beneficial to the progress of society in any way, shape, or form.
Well, I mean, it's one of those things too. Like 2 years ago, we couldn't have done Billy. I mean, we could have done Billy, but we couldn't have gotten the trademark and all that stuff. We would
0%
We would
chance.
just had to have hoped that
The name, somebody could have trademarked our name.
Yeah.
We're lucky they didn't.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like we could like that's a crazy concept that like we could have been a 150,000 subscriber channel and been completely fucked and never been legally allowed to sell merch ever because somebody that had more money than us was able to trademark it before us.
Yeah.
That's my point is like I feel like once you have it, like I understand, you got to pay a couple $100 to do the filing. You got to pay the lawyer their hourly rate to file. Like that makes sense to me. I get that. But like thousands of dollars, like bro, come on.
So
like, come on.
I mean,
now.
the whole thing is when it comes to trademarking as well, you have to go through a verification process.
Yeah.
If someone tried to trademark SortaStupid and they don't have standing compared to us that already has prior standing because of the internet, they wouldn't be. They would have been denied at the claims office.
Yeah, but you could easily SortaStupid put it on a shirt. Boom, here I made it.
Well,
you're done. You're good.
Yeah, but the thing is, we've seen what all the companies that they had to verify us against to make sure that we're not having a
But
conflict.
that's also if
That's if we would have went to fight them.
But
in
that's the
court.
thing, though, is if someone's trying to, and they don't have precedent, they don't have a YouTube channel, they don't have anything, and they're just like today. Let's say we didn't do the trademark, and today they're like, hey, I'm going to trademark SortaStupid.
Yeah, but we're
They
talking
wouldn't
about
be
people
able to because they would see that we actually have an LLC, regardless of the trademark. We have an LLC with that exact name.
But
which
we're
would cause a
talking
conflict.
about somebody with money versus people without money, right? So in this specific instance, are you going to bat against Coke or Pepsi? No.
well, I mean,
That's my point. Is like I'm not talking about an average Joe. I'm not talking about a random Billy being spiteful and being like I have a couple extra $1,000 and I'm gonna fuck them, ha ha ha. Like I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about megacorp. People with a lot of money. Oh, this thing's doing well. I'm gonna.
they have
trademark
lawyers on
everything.
retainer,
Right?
Well, they'd have lawyers on retainer. It would be a legal battle, but the thing, I mean, when it comes.
There's a reason
that can
people
get lost
settle.
in litigation, but the thing is,
Yeah.
there would be precedent prior to any of that. When it comes to anything you do on the internet,
Mm-hmm.
it does have metadata, it has information on it that you can utilize as precedent.
Yeah.
That hey, I had this prior to them placing that application.
I would agree with you if there wasn't precedent after precedent after precedent after precedent of that not happening and people having their stuff
Can you give me
stolen.
some examples of that?
No, not off the top of my head. I didn't come prepared.
Then
I didn't
you
know we were
just
gonna
you
have
just
this
you just
discussion.
Well,
tried
no,
to
I mean,
prove a
what
point.
I
Like,
what,
three
what I
different
say,
things.
what I will
well, we're
say
not
that-
debating. I didn't bring stats and statistics.
No, I
but
mean, like, so,
there
like-
are megacorps
so-
that are notorious for stealing people's ideas all the time.
That one, I mean, yeah, there was what they even made a movie about it, like the guy with the windshield wipers, right? Where like he had all the information that was like
Bro, there's
him.
all kinds of shit.
And like he like lost his family and like went broke until he finally won it, and I think he just died a couple years after that. So it's one of those two. Like take the position of like that one YouTube channel they compared us to when we were filing, right?
Mm-hmm.
They had like 200-300 subscribers, like, you know, and I kind of laughed. I was like, I don't. They do something completely different from us. I don't see them ever coming after us for any reason, right? But say
they did.
So those positions were flipped, and we were like, oh, and we were the 200-300 subscriber channel, and they were getting the trademark, and like we couldn't do anything anyway because we know how much money you make when you're that size channel, which is literally zero.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like if you don't have a good job, like you literally can't go after this company, even if you have standing. Because you can't fight it. You just literally do not have the money to fight it, right?
Funny enough, that smaller channel you're talking about, if they did want to try and fight the trademark that we submitted, they wouldn't be able to fight us in court.
No. I mean,
With the size of their channel, unless
that's what I'm saying.
Unless the people running that channel have a very, 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 very well-paying job, they wouldn't be able to. Granted, like we're not a megacorp that's out to fuck people, and we're not going to try and bankrupt somebody and steal their idea and yada yada yada. But like. That is an example of like something you could do.
Well, I think also, like I see it all the time on TikTok, like especially with 3D printers on TikTok that just post their 3D printed like inventions all the time. Their whole entire comment section is like trademark this right now because you are about to hit. You have like
3D printer
millions
stuff
of
is
millions
so bad.
and millions of views on this one TikTok. And if you don't trademark this ASAP, someone else is going to do it. Especially a 3D printed thing, which they can print at home.
No, I've heard that like God, what are they called? You know those like things where you go to like a not a farmer's market, but like a farmer's market where they don't sell fruit and vegetables, like
a Saturday market,
like a livestock sale.
Yeah, like no, like when people can bring
flea
like,
market,
craft fair.
Not necessarily flea market, but kinda.
Yeah.
You know, like hey, you know, come sell your arts and crafts shit,
craft
right?
fair.
Apparently, those are completely overrun by people that just download stock 3D printer stuff and just print.
No, they literally.
No, I'm
literally.
sure.
Yeah.
Apparently,
No,
like
really
it's a
bad.
big issue at conventions now too. Like there's like apparently this like well-known dragon 3D printed thing that just everybody sells everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the original person that made that probably wasn't able to trademark it.
They'll never see a dime, right?
And it's like just kind of bit them in the ass. And it's like if they could have spent maybe a couple $100, maybe it would have been worth it. You know, some people just won't do it. Like you were saying that Romero guy, he just forgot or whatever.
Yeah, like,
you know, like
yeah.
that's obviously different. It's like that's on you for.
Well,
not
he was a
going through the
filmmaker, not a
process.
business
Well, it was
person,
also
right?
a different era. You couldn't just go on the internet and like,
True.
I want a trademark.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't think about it.
You have to like mail
Well,
the
I mean,
government.
I mean, if it wasn't for our finance guy being like, you need to trademark that
Oh
yesterday.
no, we probably wouldn't have still done it. It would be on the list of things to do, but it wouldn't have been like this pressing concern that we had. No, that's the thing too. Like with Ramiro's case, like it took him like 5 years to finish the movie because he was broke. Just you know, he'd get some money, put it in the movie, be broke. Get some money, put it in the movie, be broke. And so like you know, it's what we talked about. Like at what point where he's like, you know, back then it'd probably been $300 to do a trademark or something like that.
And
He's
back
like,
then in that money,
he was like, bro, I could do that, or I could buy movie posters to like put up around.
I mean, imagine if we were
areas.
struggling,
So, yeah.
right? We would have gotten that dollar amount from the lawyer and would have been like, we can't do that.
Yeah, but like,
Sorry.
okay,
Sorry.
Yeah,
like,
let's hope for the best, fellas.
Yeah, just don't
Thoughts and
don't
prayers.
tell anybody.
Yeah,
Just start lying. Be like, we trademarked it. No reason to do
yeah,
it.
just putting the TM on there. It's like thank you,
Why
you,
not?
Photoshop.
Bro, we can put the TM on our thing.
No, a lot of people do, dude.
Yeah,
I
but
guarantee a lot
it
of
looks
people.
so meh.
No, I
It's like a
guarantee a
little
lot of
fucking
people
thing.
that you see with that on there probably just had
They
it
just
done
put
in
it there.
Photoshop. Like they are not actually trademarked.
Well, because usually isn't there like a patent number you get or something when you trademark something? Or is that just patent?
probably.
I'm not
Because I thought like once
you probably get like a
trademark,
case
like, it
file
has like
thing,
a patent
yeah.
number or something like that, or is that?
I don't know. It's probably in the paperwork, man. More or less, like for a channel that just watches TV, the amount of paperwork and stuff we've done in the last 2 months has been Astronomical.
I mean, what was it? Last Friday, we had
tax
I had-
documents
I
that
had
I just literally
meetings.
handed you, and I was like, sign this.
I was
sign
in
this,
meetings
sign this.
from 10:30 to 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like so much so that like one of the meetings you guys broke off and like went and recorded something and I had to finish a meeting.
Yeah.
And then like I think I had another meeting that night where I like
You
went
did.
through something.
Yes.
Like I fucking hate it.
No, that Friday.
It's so annoying.
No, that was that Friday, dude. I literally just like I never go to bed early. I just literally went home and like laid on my couch before I even ate dinner and just fell asleep. Like I never do that. I was so tired that
I've
day.
been sleeping like shit lately.
Same, dude.
Like so shitty.
I feel like it's got to be like the weather or
It's-
something.
it's
right?
the weather.
I feel like
but
I've been sleeping like shit for months.
Do you take Prilosec or anything?
I don't even know what that is.
Prilosec? You have stomach issues and you don't take
I don't
Prilosec.
take shit. I'm so
Why
bad
are you
about-
raw dogging life?
Because I'm bad at taking medication.
It's Prilosec.
Give me a 7-day antibiotic. I'll take it for 2 days and forget to finish it, and it's so bad. I know.
But
that
you're
don't
like
even
you're
start
like the
airing-
hospital
Don't
lady.
even
I'm
start
bad about
airing-
that too.
You have
That's
the
not
most
surprising for me.
compromised immune system out of all of us, and you're not even taking the correct antibiotics when a doctor prescribes it to you?
That's
I
a lot of work,
forget.
Eric.
What are you doing?
What am I doing?
This is me watching Magneto all over again. This is me watching
toddler.
Magneto all over again, Billy.
I'm raising a
Oh my
toddler
God.
and keeping the house together and trying to keep my ADHD mom brain intact all the time.
So Prilosec is an over the counter
HTC.
more or less it helps you with heartburn and acid reflux and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's
oh,
Yeah,
that'd be
and
nice.
like it like what was it, a protein pump inhibitor, I think it's called or whatever. But it's one of those like I've learned if I take it at night, it keeps me up. But if I take it during the day, I can sleep normally.
I just it's well, I don't know. I feel like it's ever since I had Maeve. Like if she just stirs in her sleep, or like sometimes she'll like kind of like sit up and just fall back down and just like bonk right into her the side of her
Dude,
crib.
that video you sent where she did that one time and she just goes, "What?"
Sometimes she'll sing in her sleep. Sometimes she'll talk in her
That would
sleep.
creep me the fuck
sometimes,
out.
Sometimes she just sits up for a second and just cries out and then just lays back
Dude,
down.
we need to
That
get her
shit-
like a little 3-wheel bicycle that she could ride down their hallway at night.
Yeah. Oh
well,
hell
she
yeah.
can't leave her
Yeah.
crib, so she can't do that.
Yeah, well, until she tries.
But no, she
hasn't made an
noise
attempt
she
yet.
makes or any noise
Hell
that
yeah.
comes from her camera, it wakes me up instantly. Like literally the second she
Bree,
makes
do you
that
ever
noise,
feel like there's
it wakes
too
me up.
much like having that security system is too much?
Well, no, because I need to
I think you
hear-
have the Maeve brain rot, Bree.
Like
Yeah, but-
is it like
No,
But
she
while I appreciate the
absolutely
safety
there is
for
a
it.
difference between mom parenting and dad parenting.
No, like I can tell like if she's
No,
a
my dad would be like, he's
Like,
screaming.
don't get me wrong, I make sure that the kids are good, but like I will let them go do things. Bree's like, "Where's the baby?" Like, she's in the other room. She's playing.
Yeah, but like you have to.
She's outside smoking
she's
last
only
time I saw her.
2, you know.
don't-
She
She makes noise.
Bree,
I
they
can't-
are a living, thinking being.
Yes, but at night on the camera, like there's been a couple times where I know the difference between a cry
has
for
ruined it,
nothing and a cry like I'm about to get sick or oh she pooped or something like that, where it's like
Yeah,
oh,
but
this is
you
an
just
emergency.
let those things happen and then you handle it, right?
Like
Well, at 4 a.m, I'm not gonna know if she got sick in her bed if I don't have the camera next to me.
I mean, bro, like
that's part of life, Bree.
That's
like,
college.
No.
Like that.
You
That
wake up
happened.
and you'll
Like
puke
okay,
sometimes,
like
man.
like, but
Having a baby camera is super common.
Yeah,
I'm not
yes,
saying
the
that.
baby
Yeah, that-
camera
no, I'm
makes
not
sense.
disputing that. Have your baby
having
cam.
a panic attack every time that
That's
she.
just the mom thing.
No, that's
like,
the being on the mom TikTok with the
and,
No.
and, and
security
hearing,
camera
and
too
hearing
much.
all of the
No.
fucking
like you
conspiracies.
kind of just gotta let them.
guys, I haven't been on Mom Talk since I lost.
I-
my
Well, no,
TikTok.
but I'm talking like even with the security camera, girl. It sounds like literally every night you have that up on your phone and you are
Yeah.
eagerly listening to it. You do
no,
not just.
no, that's the thing. I'm not. It's
No,
just it's just
we have
a mom brain.
we have a
thing.
thing that is a screen that has a speaker that makes noise. So if
And
she
it's-
cries, we hear her.
But it's at the lowest volume. It's just that's.
You still
I mean,
hear
even
it.
at at like the store, like the second a baby cries, something triggers in your brain that just like puts you
And like
on
my thing that
My
I
case, I
have,
laugh.
well, what I have
Yeah,
tried to
it's like,
explain
what can I shove in
because
my
she,
dumbass?
she always just gets it, like goes and takes care of it, and it's like just let me help.
Yeah, dude.
Because she's like, I'm not sleeping well. I'm like, okay, so just give me the 2 minutes to wake up and go take care of it. Because the thing is like, here, she starts tossing, turning, and crying.
It wakes you up.
I'm not getting up. If she starts,
I thought you meant her.
No,
Yeah.
now if she starts crying for an extended period of time,
yeah, exactly.
Okay,
No, yeah, it makes complete
something's
sense.
wrong. She's been crying for a while. Maybe she needs a diaper. Maybe something else. Or she starts if she starts wailing,
Yeah.
different story.
Yeah.
But like she starts. I'm not getting up.
Yeah.
She's just making fucking noise.
Well, I don't get up and go tend to her unless.
No,
I
but
feel
you
like
get
that's a
on
lie.
edge and then you monitor
No,
it and
but
then you
that's-
watch her and you listen and you stay up and it's like just.
It's just something
it's
in my
fine.
brain
But that is
it
the reason
won't
why you're
stop.
having these issues with sleeping, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
She's 2. It's time for her to grow up and be a man.
Okay, like she's been crate trained. Okay, she knows how to
Yeah.
live her life inside the crate.
Hell yeah, work for Penguin,
Okay.
dude.
nah,
like, I
it's
saw a movie
just-
where they
it's
crate
a
trained
weird-
somebody.
It's just
He became
dude,
mayor.
Yeah.
When I
It's true.
no,
That's
it's like a
true.
thing. Also, like women who are still breastfeeding, if they hear a baby cry, like they leak.
But you haven't done that in
That's
forever.
Like, no, but it still happens. Like
But-
that's still a thing. It's
But
like a weird
I
nature
guess-
thing
I guess-
with the brain that changes.
So
when you have a kid.
whoa! You're telling me if I go into the middle of a store and play the sound of a baby crying, every lady that can will lactate?
Probably.
I got an idea for a YouTube video, boys.
It's super weird. And
Holy shit.
it's like I knew these things before I became a mom, but I just like kind of just brushed them off. And then when I actually became a mom, I was like, holy shit. Like
So-
my entire brain chemistry, I feel like changed.
You're like doing what I used to do when I used to bot in video games, allegedly. And like you would babysit it and make sure that it's doing the right thing and like make sure it's, Bree, you gotta let it operate. You gotta let it bring the items home
You
to
gotta
you.
let it cook.
Okay.
Like our
Would you just
sponsors.
compare botting
Christian,
a video game to
do the thing.
parenthood?
Billy? What did you say, Dumblestone? Where can I find early access? I don't know. Where can I find early access? Where can I find early access? SortaStupid membership! SortaStupid membership! SortaStupid membership!
That's right, Billy. You can get all of our videos early and uncut, no syncing required. Whether you decide to become a member here on YouTube by clicking the join button below or a member on Patreon, you get it all. So get your SortaStupid membership today. Don't wait for your favorite shows. Don't wait for your favorite movies. Get them early, get them uncut, help support the channel and keep the mics and lights on. And if you want a more in-depth explanation, there's a video linked below in the description if you want to know more. Back to the video. We created a webcomic and it's called Billy Ends the World, and it's available on Webtoon right now. Here's a short summary with some art from the project. Billy Ends the World revolves around the daily lives of Billy and the rest of the crew at SortaStupid Productions. Chaos, carnage, and candy seem to follow the crew in this world that seems to be hiding something dangerous under the surface. A ton of love has been poured into this over the course of 2024, and we cannot express how much the comic needs the Billy Army now more than ever to show up. Subscribing and liking on Webtoon is free, but you can help even more by sharing on social media, telling your friends, or drawing fan art using hashtag BillyEndsTheWorld, because we will be sharing it. So click the link down below or scan the QR code on screen to read Billy Ends the World today. Thank you so much for the support and for allowing Billy to exist.
No,
We're back.
What's up, Billy?
It's time to go
People
through
don't need-
super
there we go.
chats. It's time to go through
Yeah, there's.
super chats.
You're crazy.
Bits, subs, prime subs. Get your questions in. This is the segment. Remember, we do this twice, once in the middle of the podcast, once at the end.
All right, I'm gonna start with YouTube.
Okay.
Start
First
with
of all,
YouTube.
7 Dreams Eve for upgrading to diamond.
Oh,
And then we got Rubber Hose Rookie with the $10 saying, so you guys seem strangely adamant about the fact that you would. Well,
You're gonna have to drag it over.
oh
It's-
boy.
Again, YouTube streaming is fucking
Why
so
would it
broken.
not? Okay, so you guys seem strangely adamant about the fact that you would never watch My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Is there any reason in particular behind that stance?
Yes, because everybody that is in that fandom is infuriating. We and obviously not everybody. Obviously that's an exaggeration. None of us have an interest in My Little Pony, right? we're not saying it's a show for girls or babies. It's just, it's not something that we personally have an interest in, right?
Yeah.
I use the example of like She-Ra. She-Ra's fine. It's like a solid 6. It's okay. It's a good show. Is it a great show? It's a good show. But none of us in a million years would have ever watched that show if it was not recommended to check it out. And we said that in a passing comment and on a video once. We were like, yeah, we'd probably never watch My Little Pony. It's just not really our thing. That's all we said. And we got so hardcore attacked. Yeah. I don't remember
crazy.
if that specific one was death threats. I don't think we got
No,
death threats.
there
for
was
that.
no death threats. But
like,
it was very
dude,
much like, oh, you guys are
people lost their minds. And it was like, congratulations, you just proved that like you already took a show we didn't have an interest in. We already know that this audience is notorious for being garbage. And now you are proving that you are part of the garbage. We don't want anything to do with that. Yeah. It's kind of like, what was that one anime we did? There was an anime we did.
Oshinoko.
Oh, God.
That one was one we did where first episode was fine. Second episode was fine. We enjoyed it. It was a good show from what we saw. It was a little weird at parts. And the video did well. Like that's the thing. And people always think, oh, you only do videos that do well. The video did well. We dropped the show because of how heinous the community was. That was one where we got death threats. But like, it was just like, it's just not worth it. Like, if you know a community is toxic and you already don't have an interest in the show, why would we want to subject ourselves to that, whether it does well or not?
No, I remember the craziest comment from the Oshinoko stuff was like, my dad was 30 and my mom was 13. Are you saying that's wrong?
Yes.
And we were like,
yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
dude. Like,
yes. Your father raped your mother.
Yeah. Like
you are the product of that.
Yeah.
Like, yes, that is wrong. Yeah, that was a wild.
Yeah.
Wild time.
That was a weird day.
Mm-hmm.
A weird couple of days. Yeah.
All right, Dark Knight of Anime, thank you for joining Bronze. And then over on Twitch, what, like an hour ago?
Damn, Twitch, y'all cooked the shit out of
That's
YouTube.
why I was like, I don't think
YouTube
this
was
is
like,
right.
here's one membership, one super chat. Twitch is like, we got you. Twitch, we love you.
AKG Books, thank you for resubbing for 4 months.
Aw, yes.
One Piece King with the 100 biddies saying, I'm here till when I get to see your Batman Returns reaction. JK, I'm going to watch you guys on the phone and then watch Batman on my TV.
Hell yeah.
That's a committed Billy right there.
Car Fire with 1,050 bits saying, so excited for tomorrow. Because tomorrow is our back-to-back Twilight stream.
Whoever suggested that should be hit with bricks.
I don't have a brick, but 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Central Time tomorrow, Billy. Be there.
Be great. And then Fire also gave out 5 gifted subs over on Twitch.
Cannon fire?
Cannon Fire.
Yeah,
Cannon Fire.
whatever.
Jesus, have
Thank
some
you
respect
so
for somebody's
much.
name.
It's the best name ever.
Yeah.
Like,
And then we got Cass with the resub for 6 months at tier 1. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Whoop, 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 whoop,
Remember, this is your chance to get your questions in. We'll be doing this again at the end of the show.
Angel with the resub for 6 months saying, hello, just here to wish you all a very nice day since my day was bad.
Damn.
Oh,
Well, I
every
hope
day gets better.
Hopefully, our incessant yapping and arguments with each other will make your day better.
Yeah. El Kobe with the 5 months. Thank you so much. And Megatronus with the Prime sub saying, what's up, SortaStupid crew? Will you guys ever finish the Men in Black trilogy?
Maybe, maybe one day.
I think so. Yeah,
One day.
It's on the list.
We went through a test, and I think you're probably going to see this more. And we've talked about this, right? Like, we've talked about wanting to get into a rhythm of, yes, we have a few of our consistent shows or whatever, and you know, you have things that we know will do well, and we're going to go through them: Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, back to back. But we want to test, like, do a season of something, go do a season of something else.
Yeah.
Go back to that thing later, right? Like, that's how TV's released, and I think sometimes being able to breathe with certain shows and certain movies is a good thing. And with movies, that's it. We never necessarily know how a movie is going to do. We can do the research, and we can kind of guesstimate, but, like, there's always wiggle room there. So it's easier for us to, like, do the first movie, see what the response is, do people like it, and then go and do the second one. But Men in Black is on the list. We will be doing Men in Black too.
And then we got Kenny 3K with the Prime sub. And Griggsley with the 5 gifted subs over on Twitch.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. And then a good thing to segue into the next
Yes.
topic. Seneca with the $5 saying, for someone who has never seen Sonic, how much would you recommend it? Also love you guys so much.
A
Appreciate you.
ton.
We
So-
can, we can go ahead and lead, lead into
this
it.
is
Yeah.
what we're talking about.
That's
Sonic, one of the greatest trilogies of all time, and I'm saying this unironically. I can't speak for you guys, but I think I'm right about this. None of us grew up on Sonic. I've never played a Sonic game prior to the other day.
I mean, it really depends how you mean, like, you know.
Did you grow up like playing the Sonic game? And I don't mean like you played the old Sonic once back in the day.
That's the
You
thing.
know?
Like my neighbor had the Genesis, I had the Super
Like,
Nintendo.
did
right?
you watch
so it's
the
like,
shows growing up?
No.
Did you play the games as they came out?
No.
Like when a new Sonic
No.
game came out, were you
I
excited?
literally played Sonic 1, Sonic Spinball, and then I played Shadow, and then didn't touch another one till we did whatever that was.
Mm-hmm.
So I have this weird memory of stealing my brother's Game Gear to like play Sonic.
Yeah.
And like I never understood what the hell was happening
No.
because I was in
Oh,
some
no,
kind of weird like robotic area.
Well, you were probably too young. Like,
and
dude,
I was
old
just
Sonic was
all I
hard.
liked doing was
yeah.
charging him up and going.
No,
I love the charge sound.
It's funny you mentioned that. Core memory unlocked. I had Sonic on the Game Gear, but I also had Spider-Man, and so I played
Don't worry, we're gonna
Spider-Man
finish your
instead.
question.
Of course you did.
Yeah. But like, so none of us were Sonic
No,
fans,
no.
right?
No.
So like, we watched the movie and we're like, holy shit, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And then we watched Sonic 2 and we're like, holy shit, what the fuck did we just watch? And that's when like I kind of fell down a bit of a Sonic rabbit hole.
Yeah,
I went and checked out
I think
Sonic
you fell
Prime.
harder than me and him did.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, I checked out Sonic Prime. I didn't do a ton, right? Like I checked out Sonic Prime because it was short. The seasons were short. I was doing treadmill reactions. The other Sonic shows like Sonic X and that were a bit longer. They're like 50 episodes, 60, 70.
Yeah.
You know, they're longer. And we kind of just went through, and then Sonic 3 is good. So like we're not Sonic fans, and the movies were so good that they turned us into Sonic fans. But like unironically, like I'm not even saying this for the memes. The Sonic trilogy is one of the best trilogies I've ever seen. Like I would put it up there with Lord of the Rings.
Well,
I'm not kidding.
I do want to say I am not going to do that. But I
you
do.
have bad taste.
I do want to say that I was completely ignorant to because
Lord
like
of the Rings is a bummer.
I made the joke that Sonic was mid or whatever in like the first movie.
The games are kind of mid. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
but-
After playing a few of them, they're not great.
But it's like one of those things. Like I didn't realize there was like 4 or 5 shows. I didn't realize
Mm-hmm.
like there was like that many games. I didn't realize because I had always heard that like Sonic Adventures was good.
Yeah.
I had always heard that Sonic 06 was bad because like Game Grumps. Like I watched Game Grumps. and
people. I bought that game. It was the PS3 one, and people were telling me it's one of the worst ones.
stuff.
ever
Yeah.
made,
Apparently
which is
it's
crazy.
like garbage.
Apparently it's very glitchy and broken.
yeah.
Like they rushed it out to.
Well,
to
Sonic
make
went through
it.
like a 10-15 year period where like Sega was kind of on the outs as well, where it just like they were just churning shit out for just money.
Because I streamed this. Yeah, because I streamed the Sonic or the Shadow game the night we watched Sonic 3, and then that night I streamed Shadow. That game is dog shit.
No, it's bad.
It's dog shit, bro. And like, don't get me wrong, maybe if I emulated it and the emulator allowed me to actually invert the controls so that when I look right, I actually look right. And maybe it would fix the frame rate, and maybe that would make the game better.
Right.
But God, I was playing that on original hardware, PS2 with the disc. Dog shit.
So
the game was dog shit.
I was there for part of it because that was like the last Sonic game I had bought because
cutscenes were cool.
I got it for GameCube. Yeah, like Sonic the character in that game.
The story was sick.
is neat.
Yeah.
Like it's really cool. But like same thing. Like I got like a couple hours into it, I was like, this game sucks. And it's like if this is what Sonic is, like, yeah, I'm good. I don't need to be a part of it.
We should do a tier list because there is enough to warrant a pretty hefty tier list of all the Sonic characters where we just rank all of the characters we haven't been introduced to yet because there's a lot.
Okay.
There's
The
a
only
big ass
Sonic game
crocodile.
I ever played was this one, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games.
Was that on the
And-
Wii?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it was on the Wii, and I totally forgot about it until now because I was like, I don't think I've ever played a single Sonic game in my life, and I was like, wait, I remember an image of Sonic with an Olympic medal around his neck. And I was like,
Hell yeah.
wait, Sonic and Mario at the Olympic Games was the shit.
We should do that
game
during
was
the Olympics.
Awesome.
I'm
Like during the Olympics, we should have
I
a
am
stream
convinced.
where we play this.
It was
Well, I have to wait till 2028.
It's on the Switch, apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's on the Nintendo Switch.
I played Sonic Racing, which is basically Mario Kart but Sonic characters.
Do they run or are
and,
they
and
in
it
cars?
wasn't until this moment that I was like, wait a second. I was like, why are they in carts?
So they weren't
Why
cars.
not? Because why not, Eric? Because why not?
It wasn't until this moment I was
Money.
like, they could just outrun the
No,
cars.
so that's the thing too. Like my cousin had Sonic Spinball, which is literally just Sonic Pinball.
Oh,
But
God.
like you kind of control like how it's not like he is the ball and you can kind of like sort of jump like when you land on something, which is kind of neat. But yeah, that was like for a long time that was my favorite Sonic game because that was probably the one I played the most. But no, talking about the movies, I will say, like I'm not going to put it up there with Lord of the Rings or anything like that. One is probably the best video game movies they have made outside of 1995's Mortal Kombat, which I will still fight. Is just a dope ass movie.
So what trilogies would you rank above Sonic? So obviously Lord of the Rings trilogy is peak. That might be number one for
Yeah,
me, and I've just
sure.
recently seen it. But like you have Fantastic, we haven't finished it, but you have Fantastic Beasts as a trilogy. You have
Evil Dead.
Evil Dead's a trilogy. I thought there was more than 3.
There's a show.
Do we? So since there's 5 or 6 Transformers movies, I know we did a binge for the Michael Bay trilogy.
I guess
does that count as a trilogy?
I wouldn't say trilogy. I would just say movie series.
It's a series.
Like,
so that's different.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put Sonic in.
What about
like,
Toy Story?
Toy Story's not, but then
that's 4.
no,
that's
I
what
think
mean.
Sonic
It's not
clears
a
Toy
trilogy.
Story. I'll fight that.
Huh?
Yeah,
I think Sonic clears Toy Story.
Yeah, no, I agree. Not Sonic 1. Sonic 2 and
Yes.
Sonic 3 is better than most Toy Story
Yes.
movies. You
No.
haven't seen it. You haven't
Sonic
watched it.
2 and 3 are
What about How to Train Your
vastly
Dragon?
better.
Sonic 3 is incredible.
What about How to Train Your Dragon?
How to Train Your Dragon's an
Yeah.
incredible trilogy, top tier for
It
sure.
is so
for
good.
sure.
But no, it is fantastic. I still would rather
I would
watch
put
Sonic.
I would put
Yeah.
Sonic above it.
Yep.
I haven't seen it, but that's crazy to me.
Man,
No,
maybe
Kung
you
Fu
should watch
Panda,
it.
there's 4. You know.
Shut up.
Kung Fu Panda, the first. Oof. That one's closer for
Born
me.
trilogy, haven't seen it.
Oh, dude, we got to do.
Because like I'm trying to think of like trilogies. The problem is
I mean,
that every
Mission
time.
Impossible,
Well, Godfather.
007.
Yeah, Godfather.
But like, would you
Like
say that
GoldenEye,
Sonic
or,
is top 10 movie trilogy?
Austin Powers would be another
Even if it
one.
is 10, would you think you would put it in top 10? Because I would. Granted, I haven't seen a lot of
I
trilogies.
need to because like once you start introducing like these long running things like James Bond and stuff like that, it does
Well,
get
let's see.
kind
So
of
this-
like
It
Go
gets
to the top
diluted
10.
now because it's like when you
Yeah.
start
Top
looking
10?
at
Top
like
10. Yeah, Bree pulled up. This is from
Okay.
Empire Online.
okay, yeah. Let's
see
do
what
it
they
this.
put.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, Spider-Man's on there.
Ooh, no, it's not. It's not above Spider-Man.
I don't know. Across the Spider-Verse was pretty good though.
Yeah, let's keep going.
No, I'm talking about Tobey
Pirates
Maguire.
of
See,
the
it's the same
Caribbean,
thing of like Pirates 3, like
POTC.
Pirates 4 is a different story. I guess the first 3 Pirates would be considered a trilogy.
Evil
I
Dead
would.
Trilogy is number 10.
Yep.
Yeah.
Matrix Trilogy is number 9.
Agree.
It's above Matrix.
I need to see Matrix.
The Dollars Trilogy.
I've seen the first one
The
a long
Dollars?
time ago. It's some cowboy looking thing.
Oh,
Hundreds movies.
Sergio Argento, or what? No,
A Fistful of Dollars.
Leon.
Is that Clint?
Clint
Sergio
Eastwood
Leone.
Yeah,
movies.
that looks like him.
sir.
Indiana Jones.
We
1
need to
through
watch
3.
No, no, it is not above Indiana Jones.
The Bourne Trilogy.
Oh man,
That's
it's been a
number 6.
long.
It's been so long since I've
time.
seen those. I
Those-
don't know.
the
where
first
to
2
rank
were
them.
dope.
Yeah.
I didn't like the third one a ton, from what I remember.
I don't. We need to watch those.
The Godfather Trilogy.
Yeah, it does
It's
not.
not. It does not.
Write in
The
with your super chats.
The Godfather is literally.
That's number 1 for
Yeah.
me, dude. Like
it's tough to
Give us
it's
your
so hard
favorite
to beat
trilogy,
that.
Billy.
Back to the Future.
trilogy.
Agree.
I need to see that. God, this is just a list of things we need to watch.
See, like,
Original
all right, so
Star
I
Wars
want to call bullshit
and
right
Lord of the
here.
Rings.
So the original Star Wars trilogy is number 2, and the prequel trilogy was like up in the
It was
teens.
like 13.
The
yeah.
prequel trilogy, the prequels are better than the original Star Wars. I'm
100%.
saying it.
So I don't.
I've
put,
had time
I-
to let it simmer.
That's a
It's
nostalgia
better.
choice.
No, I
and
like-
let me tell you,
I like the prequels
the
more.
Billies agree. Our prequel trilogy video has over 400,000 views and is still gaining like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,000 views every 48 hours.
That's
Our
crazy.
original Star Wars trilogy, I don't even know if it's past 150K.
Yeah, which is
It's
Lord of
crazy.
the
crazy.
Rings was number 1.
Yeah, that's not shocking.
That,
makes
Lord of the
Kung Fu Panda didn't even make the list.
Well, it's 4 of them. If that was a pure trilogy
Yeah.
list, then no. So
Lord of the Rings, I think, is number 1 that makes sense.
so
to me.
no, I don't put it above Star Wars, either of them.
No, I agree.
Well, 7, 8, 9. Yeah.
Well,
7, 8, 9.
7, 8, 9,
yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
I think I would put the 3 Sonic movies above the original trilogy. Not the prequels, but I think I would put it above the original
It's
trilogy.
5 or 6 for me out of a top 10.
Yeah,
honest.
I would probably say 7 or 8 for me because, like, the thing is, Back to the Future 3, I didn't like even as a kid, but Back to the Future 1 and 2 are so good that, like, it made up for 3 being like, 3 was okay, I guess you would say.
And 3 was more like a nostalgia.
3 was very much like, here's the cash grab of the series.
We
Like,
know what you guys want. We're just gonna give it to you.
That's a lot of
yeah,
movies,
literally, it seemed like a
unfortunately.
fan-made movie more than like
And
they actually took
and the
the
thing
time.
was that was fine back then because that's what people want.
Yeah.
Right?
Ooh.
Knight trilogy.
Oh,
The what?
I need
Night.
Dark Knight trilogy. God, I can't wait for us to do that.
No.
Christian, do me a favor.
Really?
Can-
I think I would.
Would you?
I think Sonic. No, never mind. How dare I?
No.
How dare I?
So,
Hold
dude.
on. Christian, do me a favor. Can you pull up, and then just tell us when you're ready and pull it up on the screen, the puppets for Sonic 3 that they used to film? I need to show you guys this.
Okay.
They used puppets and puppet actors. Just go to Google Images, find some pictures when you have it, pull it up. There is multiple scenes and videos of just the most derpy fucking Knuckles puppet, and like the actors having to like talk to the puppet while the person is like running
that's
around.
so yeah.
Or like literal just figurines just standing there because they need it for placement. It's so funny, the crazy things that they're able to do.
Oh,
Jurassic Park.
I've only ever seen the first one.
I can't wait to go.
I've
through
seen
this.
Jurassic World.
Yeah, I've seen that for sure. I've seen the old one a long time
So
ago.
yeah, I just put up best trilogies of all time. The Cornetto trilogy. Those
that's good.
those
but
are special in my heart. I can't put it above them.
Planet of the Apes.
Oh no. Wait, which one?
Can you get a better image?
There's
that we can
the
see?
original and the new ones. The new ones are, I mean, don't worry. The old ones
I'll
are
send you-
classics. The new ones are like, I can't remember if it was War of the Planet of the Apes or what. I almost got up and clapped at the end of that movie, and I've almost never done that.
Wow.
I think I've only seen the
Kingsman
first
movies. Oh,
No, it's not
Never
better
seen
than it's
Kingsman.
not better than the Kingsman
I
movies.
love the King.
It's not better than Tobey Maguire's Spider or Sam Raimi's Spider-Man.
Christian, search Sonic Puppets Sonic 3, scroll down to the side view of Knuckles, and then click it, and it brings up a bunch of images.
I would say Matrix, yeah, for me, yes. Mad Max, for me, yes. Sonic is better. X-Men, Sonic's better.
Dude, you're just naming a bunch of shit I haven't seen.
Blade, Blade trilogy, no, Blade's better.
Dude, did you hear
give me
apparently
Blade.
that got leaked? Apparently, it's
Wait,
been
what?
quote unquote leaked that Blade is coming to Rivals.
I would
I mean,
hope so.
I mean, that
Like
makes
the
sense,
whole
yeah.
theme this right now is vampire. Sorry, I didn't mean to
don't
go
know who
crazy.
that
but
is.
like-
Oh, you're fine.
I don't know why you're looking at me. I don't know who that is.
What, Blade?
The Ninja Turtles 90s movies. I mean,
Deadpool.
we only watched
In
the first
Deadpool.
one.
Deadpool versus
Blade.
Wolverine, remember?
Deadpool's so good.
I don't remember all the superheroes in that movie. No.
That's fair.
He
There was
literally.
so many. There were so many.
No, the last person here that can argue with Brie about superhero memory is Eric. When we were doing DC and Young Justice, he was mixing up characters left and right.
The timeline, brother.
You- My man's just trying to sit here and make a point, but he doesn't realize I'm doing that for satire. But okay, cool. Yeah. I mix it all up. Live in the paradox.
I will. Live in the paradox.
Live in the Matrix.
Exactly.
This is all the Matrix.
No,
It's
we
simulation.
haven't watched them yet, but apparently the Guardians of the Galaxy's movies are really good.
I've seen the
Especially
first
third
two.
one.
I want to go through them. I honestly don't even know which Marvel movies I've seen anymore. Like, Marvel is so big that, like, who hasn't seen a Marvel movie at some point, right?
We did like a Marvel stream, like a Marvel movie, like Discord stream or whatever back on Rabbit, like years.
But it's
ago.
one of those things of like, how much are you really paying
But I don't
attention when you're
remember
in a
any of
voice
it.
chat with 10 people and you're watching on a
Yeah.
small screen and everybody's got their cameras? It's like, you're not paying attention.
No, but I've seen the Avengers movie. That's it.
It's kind of like Back to the Future,
And Captain Marvel.
right? Like, obviously, I've seen. I grew up in the
Girl boss,
90s.
of course.
Obviously,
Yeah,
I've seen
right,
Back to the Future
exactly. I
on
had
TV,
to.
Right.
but I've never watched it fully through.
If I didn't see Captain Marvel, I'd
I'll find something and send it to you.
Captain Marvel.
I'm excited.
Here,
For
I guess
Marvel
I'll
Ride.
dig if you guys can. Just
Yeah.
type Sonic Puppets.
Their personal toys.
Their personal toys. That sounds horrifying.
That's
yeah.
okay,
They're
Christian.
personal
these.
toys.
No.
Have to wipe that
Yeah.
search history later.
Yeah.
For film.
I bet Knuckles is
I'm
a
trying
wild
to
one.
check it.
These ones?
I'm trying. Yeah, type in Sonic
these
puppets
ones?
used to film. No.
These ones?
No. Top left.
Don't listen to Ruff. Don't Google anything Sonic.
No, that one. Just like, look how derpy that is. God damn it, TikTok.
That is
Oh,
weird.
yeah. that
Yeah,
is-
dude. Like, and so they would have to like act with the puppets, like in the scenes as if the characters were there.
See, I think I could eventually learn to act, but I don't think I could act that well.
No, but dude, no. People were saying that it helps because they're used to using tennis balls. They would just
guess.
put a tennis ball on a stick just for placement. So they put the puppets to like just add a little bit more, so that you at least can kind of like get somewhat of a feel of like what to expect.
So how do they record this scene? Do they just
Dude, that's why movies are so expensive.
green screen out that puppet and
No,
then replace it with the
no, because,
person?
I mean, you
Like,
saw in certain-
how are they recording
In
this?
certain film like instances, you can't. Like do you remember the scene where in Sonic 2 where the ground is destroyed and there's smoke, or it was Sonic 3 and Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles kind of walk up.
Yeah.
And it looks all epic and stuff.
Yeah.
When they filmed it, it's literally just 3 statues standing still at the top for placement. So like I think that's why movies are so expensive, is because you give one person, and it's like your job for the next 2 years is to animate these 3 characters walking.
Yeah. Meanwhile, they are
So they
filming
have to-
the movie as well.
Yeah, so they
right?
have to go through and like cut every little bit out, like because I've seen multiple instances. Because I thought it was all green screen and blue screens, but no, dude, they just film out in sets with these and they get rid of them. Yeah, those, and they'll just be on set and they'll edit them out somehow. I don't understand how it works.
How much do these cost? Can I buy one?
That would be
puppet?
so
Can
sick.
I buy a Knuckles for the
I'm
house?
pretty
That
sure
would
we
be
can get a
so
life
dope.
size
Hold
Sonic.
on.
Go to Etsy.
Hold on.
Go to Etsy. Type in life size
Knuckles,
Sonic.
Knuckles is my favorite now. I am 1 million.
Yeah, like they
muscle.
CGI over the puppets, I guess.
They
Like,
almost have to,
yeah.
I guess. I'm sure there's probably some sort of like program that they have that we're so unaware of.
$1,100.
Take my
Hell
money.
yeah.
Well, what website?
Etsy.
Find the shit out of it.
Right, 4-foot giant 3D printed Sonic.
No. I want the one that they used on set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know.
God.
That's I don't know if we're gonna.
I want one that Donut Lord has touched.
One's
Yeah.
$5.19.
Life size. That one looks better than the other one.
DIY. Oh,
Click the-
it's an
click
DIY unpainted kit.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
They want
Oh.
you to paint it
I ain't
yourself.
painting
It's
it
like,
myself.
motherfucker, I ain't a
Instead of
painter. I'm a nerd.
Now 3D printing has ruined everything. What?
Wow. Ooh.
That's crazy.
Buy the original design of Sonic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
It
it's
does say
cool,
that-
man.
That thing
Like,
ugly.
I just think it's so fascinating. Like I've been really diving into like just how they make movies and some of the
Right.
things they
Oh, it's
have
crazy.
to do. Bro, it's mind-blowing, the small things that they have to do. But I guess that makes sense when you see those credits. There's thousands, hundreds of people that work on this. And it's like you got to think like I was looking at in Harry Potter, right? Like when they made the hippogriff. They made 3 different versions.
Yeah.
So they had their animated version. They had a head that was used for placement in specific scenes. They had a fully built one without wings that they could ride. And then they had like one with wings, and it had like, I think it was like a 24-foot wingspan.
Jesus.
Do you remember the Death Horses?
Yeah.
They had something like a 70-foot wingspan.
God
or
dang.
something like that. And
This is
they
a
had to do
41-inch
it.
tall 3D printed.
No
Sonic.
paint.
Yeah, there's no paint. There's no
Damn.
paint. It's just 3D printed.
It's like, bro, I don't want to paint it.
No, you don't have to. They're saying that there's no print. There's
Oh,
no paint
I
involved.
see what you're saying.
They 3D printed everything separately.
Yeah, I see.
So you have to
Hey.
put it together, but you didn't. There's no paint involved, so it's not going to chip. Is what they mean by.
We should
this.
just get a life-size Bender instead.
According to
Yes.
ChatGPT, we can purchase it one of 2 ways. There's auction platforms.
Okay.
This platform specifically was used to sell the CG blaster from the 2020 Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
Oh.
And then there's another one called the Collectible Marketplace, where you can purchase it literally from that thing. Well, I'm gonna be checking those out of the podcast, baby. We're gonna find me.
That'd be kinda cool.
I'm down.
That'd be kind of sick.
Nah.
But yeah, no, it's like it's just fascinating how they do this, where they build these things and like they're there, and then they just somehow CGI around it. But it's just
It
like
is kind of wild because like thinking about how they did that smoke scene, like did they just record the smoke and then have like air shoot through the smoke behind so that way it produced the that pop,
again,
and then
like
they just edited them after, like
probably
how
like Harry.
Or I mean, they might have just animated the smoke.
Yeah, like Harry Potter's fresh in my mind because I read that first book that like explained the process. But like the detail they explained for Aragog, like when he comes up for the first time, is it was massive. And they had like a speaker in so that when the actor said its lines, the Daniel Radcliffe and Ron could like respond in real time without having to guess what was said.
Yeah.
So they can follow that. But like in order to move it, they only build and create what's needed. So like they made it move animatronically, I think, in the front, but in the back, there was I think they said 2 or 3 people with poles. So they were moving the back legs because it's like, well, we don't need to make this work. We can do it manually because
Right. It wouldn't be a lot cheaper as well.
It's not in view, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's just like, and like even that they were saying the hairs of like somebody's job for 6 months was just to glue each individual resin created hair.
Dude. Like the presence and the patience to have a job like that, I would go insane.
Well, imagine it's like, all right, you're working on the movie. Your job, build this thing.
Yeah,
build it.
You on one of the stories? You're on the story.
Well,
I
that's
was
what
looking
happened.
at.
Like that's how Harrison Ford got like his start, more or less. Is he was a carpenter on set, and like I think George Lucas for American Graffiti was like, "Hey, man, I need you to run lines with this dude." And he kind of like wanted to be an actor, but he was still mostly just a carpenter. And like he was so good that George Lucas was like, "I'm being a movie." So,
that's actually kind of sick.
Yeah. So after that, he became Han Solo and Indiana Jones.
It's crazy to think. You hear that happen like more often than not.
I mean, the same thing happened with Trailer Park Boys with Bubbles.
Yeah, I remember.
Bubbles
about
was
that.
an on-set. He was a
Really?
he was a technician working in the background, and he just found these glasses in the back, and just put them on and just started fucking with the staff. Like he wasn't even trying to be on set.
So he was just goofing around with everybody at work.
Fun. And then they were just like, bro, we want you as a character. We want that character.
A couple of the characters in The Office were the same way, where they were like writers.
Dude, yeah, they're in the writing room. I never knew that.
Yeah, and
like,
then they ended up becoming like background characters, and then they got like
speaking lines.
Yeah.
Well, so everyone that was put in the annex, which is something I never knew, the accounting section and the annex were both the writing rooms. But they needed to have people in office to record other people's lines, like Jim and Pam and all that.
Yeah.
So they would just have their writing meetings on set.
Yeah.
In the
That's
annex and in the
crazy.
accounting area, because you just need the person's head.
Yeah.
Right? And they would just go over their writing and write the show while recording the show.
And
That's
I think
actually
for
crazy.
like a couple hours on set, they literally just had to act like they were working in an office just for like
Just to have
film.
the
And
B-roll.
Yeah, no, hearing them talk about how they film The Office is so interesting. There's like a couple of them have different podcasts.
Because it's such a cool way to like utilize your time. Like you need to be on set, okay?
Right.
But I'm part of the writers. Well, why don't we just make it an area for the writers?
Yeah.
We can get the recording done and the writing done at the same time.
Right.
I think it's just that people. It's like you don't think that it's a possibility.
No,
Right, like for example, like we've talked
until
about this
someone
with
suggests it, right?
well, we've talked about this with animation, with Billy, with the filming. Like it's why I'm looking into like what needs to be done to film certain things, because like we've talked about, like you've seen the Dumblestone ad. Like we want to do more of that. Like we would like to make a short film at some point. Like they're fun. Like it's fun to do. But like growing up, that was it. It was one of those things where I never even looked into what the process would be, because I already wrote it off as impossible.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna
This
be
is
an
way too hard.
actor. Who the fuck? What do you mean, an actor?
Yeah, I don't
You
know
what
how
I
to
mean?
record. I don't have the money for a camera.
I can't afford
Yeah, I
college.
don't know how to edit.
I can't learn to animate in college. I can't do now. Obviously, it's a little different where you can kind of teach yourself anything you want on the internet. But like when we were growing up, that wasn't the case.
Well, that's because that stuff's so accessible now as well, right? Like, bro, could you imagine like video editing in the early 2000s? Like the idea of just having something that could edit videos. That was like so,
Bro, I had
like,
a
unknown
friend
to me.
that he was doing Call of Duty commentary back in 2010 using like a Hauppauge HDR,
I had
and he
those.
was gaining traction. And he just got bored and stopped. And it was like this thing where it was like, that was all I wanted to do. I wanted to be a YouTuber in the, like with games. And I was poor and I just couldn't afford the capture software. And I was so jealous. And I was like, this motherfucker's family has so much money. They bought him this thing for fun, and he gave up after a year while he was growing. Like, he potentially, like, I know he went up to college, and I think he's like a DJ now or something like that. But like,
hell yeah,
he legitimately could have potentially been like a massive Call of Duty YouTuber. Like, he was in so early. Like, any of the old Call of Duty YouTubers you can think of, he was doing it before them. Like, it's kind of crazy to think about.
So, yeah, well, I have a story, too, with, like, Call of Duty. It's funny. Just talk about early Call of Duty. I remember I went out partying one night in college, and I got, drunkenly walked home, and my roommate was a professional Counter-Strike player, like actual pro. Like, and
Especially then.
I remember I was, like, walking by his computer or whatever, because he was, like, by the door when you walk in. And he was playing a World War II game instead of Counter-Strike. And I'm like, this is all this dude did. So this had to be something cool. And I was like, what's that? Is that the new Medal of Honor? Because at the time, Medal of Honor was like the only like World War II game that was like
you had to get that big like expansion bay and put it in the PS2.
And shit like that. And it's like, oh, it's like some beta that for a new game they're coming out. They're currently calling it Call of Duty. And I was like, oh, all right, that's pretty cool, dude. And I just passed out. And then like, years later, like you have like that core memory unlocked. You were like, oh my God, I saw the original Call of Duty in beta. And I didn't even think about it. Like I just assumed it was some random World War II game that was going to go fucking nowhere.
That's all it was back then, though.
Yeah.
Because that era was like, when it launched, it was like Grandma's House, right? That was Call of Duty 4. It was original Call of Duty.
Wait, what?
Is there a Call of Duty 1, 2, 3, 4?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I only
no. It was 1, 2, 3,
what
and
is
then
Grandma's house? Hold on.
That's one of the maps, like one of the most iconic maps.
I was like, what is happening?
Yeah,
did
that become Nuketown?
I don't know my Call of Duty lore.
Like it was literally like whenever you saw it, it always had a picture of like a stream and a house. And like that, everyone was just like, "That's Grandma's house."
I was a Halo guy. Like when Modern Warfare 4 started blowing up, I was like, I played it a little bit, but I was like, I
bounced
don't get
around.
It. I'm like, I don't get it.
I
Halo's
never
better.
played Halo.
We need to make you play Halo.
Neither was my
But the problem is that we know damn well Halo 1 doesn't hold up.
The other thing I had too is like what I've talked to you guys about before, where it's like me and my cousin playing Halo would like do the gameplay through a VCR, through another VCR, so we could record us playing Halo.
Yeah.
And it's like YouTube wasn't a
awesome.
thing at the time. We didn't know what the fuck we were doing. We just thought it was really cool that we were able to capture our gameplay on something and it just be there, right?
Well, because
and
that was
like,
that era, right? Like you
Yeah.
had a VCR that allowed you to record something. It was
Yeah.
like, cool, I
Run
could
it
record
through.
a show
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
not be home. Awesome,
Yeah.
right? And like now you being able to record yourself and look back, you're like, that's fucking cool being able to watch my watch my gameplay.
Yeah, it's so weird and it's so like just basic now, right? Like the idea is like I think probably every kid under 15 probably has their own capture card at this point as well.
I think that they've
Like,
said it's something it's a crazy number and it goes up every year. That like the most desired job amongst kids is like being a content creator, and every year it goes up. It's like something obscene at this point, like 80%. Or like some crazy number.
Yeah, dream bigger,
Yeah,
kids.
I mean,
become a garbage person. You
it's
get
not
benefits and a lot of
surprising.
money.
They're like idols. Is
Yeah.
content creators. Like
Well, also,
Mr.
you think
Beast
about-
or Kai Cenat
Well, that's
or-
because their parents literally put a phone in their hands because it's a babysitter.
yeah.
So
I-
the reason why
Yeah.
these kids idolize these YouTubers is because the parents are not literally paying attention to their
Dad.
child.
I think
Yeah.
it's partially that, but I think it's also a factor of the appeal of it as to why you see so many streamers and YouTubers is because anybody can do it. Not everybody
Yeah.
can do it well, but anybody can technically do like somebody can't come in and do a podcast
Anyone
at the
can
production
cook.
value that we are currently, right?
No.
But in the other scenario where you put one camera in a room and do it, anybody can create content. And I think there's like this idea of working in movies or becoming a musician is like a bit more, it's harder because you can't just do it yourself. Like you can kind of with TikTok, but like we're at a point where like all of the megacorps have kind of like bought everything.
Yeah.
And they keep
True.
buying everything that it's like, how do you like kind of like Billy, right? If we didn't want to self-animate Billy, I mean, what is our option?
Right.
Try and schedule meetings with a Netflix and a Paramount and pitch them the idea and hope that they don't shut it down.
I mean, that's the thing, though, is we have very quickly moved from an era of when we were growing up, the only way to be discovered was to send your tapes to Hollywood, right? And hopefully
There was
an
an
agent.
extra step,
And
yeah.
then
Or
when
be
we
there,
when we
or
became
move.
teenagers,
Yeah.
it became American Idol. It became
Yeah.
these idol
Come
shows
on
that
TV.
people would apply
America's
for.
Got Talent.
Reality
And they would
TV,
utilize
Jersey
someone
Shore.
else's brand to try to,
Yo.
to get themselves discovered. Now
Yeah.
we've got literally you can record a video on your phone and get discovered instantly.
Yeah.
You can become a creator, an audio, a music creator, right?
I mean, you can go
And-
viral overnight.
And
Possibly.
you can go viral as an artist, and you don't have to pay any company to manage your brand. You don't have to pay for publishing. You can literally put it on TikTok, put it on Spotify, and overnight you can get 1 million views.
I mean, even YouTube. You can turn around, make a new YouTube channel, put out one video, and hit 1 million views. And I know a lot of people like to pretend like that's not possible and it's oversaturated and nobody can make it. That's bullshit. It's not true. Like we have amongst ourselves replicated it like a few times. Like it's funny enough, you have an easier chance of getting noticed as a new channel than you do as an
they're willing to
established
push
channel.
newer channels.
Well, because they don't know your audience yet.
Yeah.
Right? So you don't have to worry about your audience being like, I don't like that video, so I'm gonna not watch it and tank the chance of it getting pushed out.
Right.
Like it's and I think that's why there's maybe not kids to an extent, but I think teenagers and even younger people, I think that's the appeal of like if you have even somewhat of an interest in this thing, yeah, it might not work, but there's a chance that you can just do it. You don't need approval from
Well, it allows you to
everybody
share
else.
too. I mean, the whole thing is, our world went from the only people who could be on TV is movie performers, people who are literally live in Hollywood, right? Then it very moved to, okay, now everyone has a TV in their house. Now everyone can watch everything.
Yeah.
But now I can stream. Right.
Yeah.
So now I can only stream, and I can only stream video games. And then we moved into IRL content. And then it kind of opened the doorway to you have lifestyle content, you have survival content, you have all of this stuff that literally every TV broadcast system that I've ever seen, Discovery Channel, every bit of content that they produce in that genre, someone's making content on now.
Yeah.
And they're not having to pay for production.
Oh,
they're not
it's
having
free.
to pay
It's
for
YouTube.
distribution.
Yeah.
It's just
I
put
mean,
it out.
I don't
you
watch-
can share your passion.
I don't watch National Geographic or Discovery Channel. I watch Outdoor Boys on YouTube.
Exactly,
right?
and that's what it is, right?
It's,
Dude, I
And
found
it doesn't
a
cost
guy-
them any money to share that. Though.
yeah,
they don't have to
exactly.
pay distribution. They don't have to pay advertisers. All of that.
Speaking of, I found a guy. Let me see if I can find his channel and have Christian pull it up. He went out to the woods last year. He started his channel last year, and he built a log cabin by hand.
Yep.
Found it. Is this him?
Those
No,
survival
this is
channels,
not him.
man,
Damn
they
it.
they pull some crazy views, dude.
I found a bigger guy than the guy I found. This guy has 1 million subscribers, but this dude has 100,000 subscribers. The guy I found.
Right.
Wait, I found him. Christian, look up a YouTube channel called Matt Jacobs. So he is almost done with his log cabin. He started this a year ago, right? From scratch. He posted a video 2 months ago. It is at 3.9 million views.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's just this guy building his house, I guess.
Well,
and that's it.
It's
just
because
it's
it's
just
instructional content.
yeah, it's just his progress of him building his house out in the woods. And the crazy thing is like, I mean, that 3.9 million views on that one video, this YouTube channel, even though it's 100,000 subscribers, this YouTube channel alone is probably funding the entire everything about him being able to do this.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to think that, like, if you take out, like, obviously he's capable of doing it, right?
Right.
But money is required. And you take out the YouTube portion, this dude potentially wouldn't have been able to do this.
Right. Well, that's like Outdoor Boys. Like a video from a month ago has 16 million views, and it's him just 3 days surviving and building like a tiny log cabin just for shelter.
Yeah. It's
You
just
know?
it's just
And
crazy.
It's like, yeah, the amount of like willingness of people to like watch this kind of content too.
You
And
can
the
switch
thi-
it back.
Yeah, and
Because it allows people to learn. Like
Yeah.
it's instructional content, and the thing is, what he's doing is universal to any language.
Yeah.
It's not
Damn,
restricted
you built a
to
house
English.
yourself? That's
Like
crazy.
you can literally watch what he's
Yeah.
doing, watch how he's
Yeah.
planing the items, and watch how he's literally utilizing gravity. Because I saw him pulling that log up the side of the house. He's
Yeah.
utilizing a pulley system to do that, right?
Yeah.
That's all stuff that you can literally look at and understand what he's doing without even understanding a single
Right.
word of what
Yeah.
he's saying.
And it's like, are any of the three of us going to build a log cabin with our hands? No, probably not. But I would watch that video. It's
Hell
interesting.
no, but I want to have some Taco Bell nuggets if you know what I mean.
They don't exist anymore, Eric.
No, we gotta go.
They got
camping.
little mini dipping burritos now that are pretty good.
Yeah, they're all right.
Yeah.
You just get the one grilled cheese burrito. It's the same thing but bigger.
Dude, I haven't had
tortilla.
Taco Bell in I don't know how long. That'd be a blind
No, I
reaction
had it
to
like
me,
for the
dude.
first time like a week ago.
We
and it
gotta
was
eat the
those
entire
things.
Taco Bell menu.
Let's do it.
You only take a bite. You don't eat the whole thing. It's not like you're gonna eat
Is
everything.
that what we're doing today?
Not today. Not today.
Please no.
I want to go camping.
Let's
Camping?
do it. Let's go
no,
camping.
no. What kind of camping are we
Camping
talking?
in
Are we
a
talking
We hire
camping
a
or
In a tent.
survivalist.
in a tent?
God.
I want
And
to
we
go
go
camping
camping
in a tent.
I'm telling you, we go
With
camping in a
sleeping
tent.
bags.
We bring a survivalist that teaches
And a
us how to like make
campfire.
fire with our hands and shit.
I don't want to do that. I just want a campfire in a tent.
Fuck me then.
And marshmallows and card games. I'm gonna have a fun time. No cell service.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought that Eric would be into this. I'm kind of shocked that he's like stammering.
I'm trying to understand the. I mean, I appreciate the tents, but if she doesn't want to build the fire by herself,
No, you guys can do that.
Damn.
She's like, you fucking men.
Yeah.
She's like,
She
equal
was like,
rights, my ass.
Yeah, make yourself
Okay.
useful, men.
Yeah.
never mind.
I'll lead the card games.
Yeah.
That'll be my job.
Wow.
You guys can do all the
No, I'm down for
hands-on
glamping,
stuff.
dude, but I'm over 30. I'm not sleeping on the ground.
I sleep in a hammock.
Yeah.
I like hammocks, dude.
That's fine.
Hammocks are sweet.
That's
That
fine.
and because I don't have to deal with the creepy crawlies in the ground either.
I would rather just do glamping.
Yeah, no, I'm
You're
down for
like, let's
I'm
camp.
down for
No,
some,
no. I want to do all the camping normal. I don't want to sleep on the ground. Why? We don't
Yeah,
need to.
yeah,
We've progressed as a
let's
society. I don't
glamp.
need to. I don't need to
Because
sleep on
it's
the ground.
Let's
fun.
glamp.
What? It's fun to sleep on rocks and get attacked by bugs.
Fine.
sleep
You
in a
can sleep on the
sleeping
ground.
bag.
We'll be in the RV.
Yeah, yeah. We'll get the RV.
bring-
Me and Sean will be in the RV.
Just bring an air mattress.
That's not.
Hey,
No.
fuck that, dude.
What's that? Just get in the fucking. Why?
Why not just bring a hammock?
Why not just
Or-
go into the fucking RV?
Or we just bring an RV and enjoy
Like-
the
wanna go-
not
we
having
enjoy
shit
the
over our head.
outdoors, and then when
Yeah.
we sleep, we know we're not gonna have to get
Exactly.
attacked by bugs or bears or anything.
And we can take a switch just in
Bears.
case we get bored.
yeah.
I want to go fishing.
Well, yeah, we
while
can go fishing.
camping.
I will hang
I
out
want
and
the
watch you
whole
all fish. I
camping
hate
experience.
fishing.
Do you
Oh,
know
really?
how to
I
clean
enjoy
fish?
fishing.
Do I know how to clean fish? No, but I know how to
Whack.
do the fishing maneuver.
I'm sorry.
Do you know how to
I'm sorry,
bait the
what
hook?
now? What?
Do you know how to bait a hook?
No.
Yeah.
What was the last thing you
I
just
do.
did?
With what kind of bait?
I actually do live
Yeah, right.
What kind of bait?
worms. That's what we did in Oregon.
All right.
Don't even talk shit right now.
So no.
Do not
I
mansplain.
appreciate.
Do not even start to mansplain fishing to me.
I'm
God.
just saying I appreciate that you
awesome.
use worms as live bait. No, that's cool. I'm not trying to hate on it.
Cook, Eric. Cook
just,
her
just,
ass.
Just know that when you start trying to catch the bigger fish, you need to use
I
other
don't
things.
want a bigger fish. I don't have the muscles for bigger fish. I just want my.
Bree, do you see that the four of us are humans? We eat a lot of food.
We're humans.
We're
Catching,
humans.
catching
Human
sunfish,
music. I like it.
Catching sunfish off the pier is not going to be enough to feed us.
Well, you guys
I'm not
can
eating
do-
fish
Yeah,
anyway.
I'm not eating fish. What the fuck you think this is?
Yeah, I'm
I
bringing
just wanna
chicken
go
nuggets.
fishing.
Yeah.
Clapping,
right?
motherfucker.
Like-
We've already made our
Bro,
case.
we'll bring the safe food to cook. I'm
Yeah.
not fishing out of the river and eating that
Yeah,
fish
no,
and
no,
hoping
no.
for the
I'm
best.
not cooking
Yeah,
the fish.
I don't know
what
just wanna
fucking
go
disease
fish
that
and
thing
Texas
has.
has those
catch and
brain-eating
release.
amoebas.
Yeah, fuck
Catch
out of
and
here.
release.
We've progressed as we don't need to do that anymore.
Yeah,
No,
dude.
but like you do understand that when you're cleaning a fish, you can see whether or not it has worms.
I don't give a
right?
I don't
Fuck.
give a fuck. I'm not going through that.
Yeah, I can clean a fish. Don't mean I
even
will.
like eating fish.
Get DoorDash to
Yeah.
the camp.
Billy, is that what I'm gonna have to do? We're
Yeah.
gonna have to make a video, and they're gonna eat in DoorDash. I'm gonna be cleaning a fish.
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
showing you
Actually,
guys
so
like
funny.
how
Yes.
to eat
Be like, you
and clean a
want,
fish.
Yeah.
you want a nugget?
TikTok
No, we'll
would-
just get
would
specifically what we know he
crazy.
likes.
Because like that's something. Funny enough.
Oh, wait, hold on. Everybody stop. Somebody wants Bree to talk. Apparently, we're talking over.
Oh,
her.
my.
It's okay.
It's woman
I
talk
already-
time.
I
Go
already
ahead, Bree.
talked.
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
what
woman
I was
talk
talking
time.
You said something about TikTok.
No,
would go
we need
crazy.
to give the simps what they asked
Yeah.
for.
Don't call them that.
No,
Speak,
no.
woman.
Yeah.
They're just looking
Simping?
out for me. It's okay.
Yeah. Da 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 da. Your white knight is here.
I'm gonna take a wild guess and assume they haven't been here since the start of the stream.
Eh. Women always be
Nothing to say.
yapping.
Nothing.
Say your
Why
piece.
do you be like that?
You on the
It's not
mic? What you
my
mean?
fault.
We're talking about glamping
Yeah.
and catching the fish and then
I
cleaning the
just want to
fish.
go fishing and I want to have a good time out in the outdoors.
Would you go deep sea fishing?
We've done that.
Yeah, it's mad.
We did do that. It was kind of an ass day to do that.
We
Honestly,
were so hungover.
what I would prefer we were that was a really bad
Why
decision.
did
Maybe we don't do that.
We did it during E3 week.
Oh, why?
Dude, we were
That was
hungover.
stupid.
Dude,
Because everybody wanted to go fishing. I was the only one that was like, I don't know.
me and this other girl.
I like fishing.
Were,
Yeah,
were
I know.
in
Yeah,
the-
but you're
we're in
hungover.
the-
I will say it was fun hanging out with everybody.
Me and this other girl were like down in the bottom of the ship where the cook was.
Same.
Like literally
The galley.
sitting down at the tables with our head down on the table, just like
Fun.
the whole time.
Because like the whole thing is they're like, oh, catch all this deep sea fishing. When in the meantime, all they're doing is just baiting the water, which if I'm not mistaken, is kind of illegal.
I don't
But,
know if anyone
like,
caught anything.
No, we didn't because they just kept
No.
throwing shit in the water trying to chum it up.
One day, I don't know if they have it in North America. I know it's in South Africa. I do want to do the thing where we get in the cage where the sharks are.
No.
No.
No,
Sean, you can do that.
absolutely
That can be a Sean thing.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely
Solo
not.
video. We'll buy you the waterproof cameras. We'll buy
Good
you the
luck, have
GoPros.
fun.
We'll buy you whatever you need.
Why not?
I'll fund the trip.
You have a cage.
I say no
I'll
at
pay
sharks.
the trip. You can do it.
There's a movie about that. What?
Yeah.
Oh, my.
I'll pay for you to do it. I ain't
Mookie,
doing
wait
it.
until you start using minnows
What
as
is it
bait.
called? Like 6 meters down or something?
Yeah.
Shark cage. 47 meters down. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you're not gonna be that fucking
exactly
deep.
What they
It's
do.
like surface
they
level.
go in a cage to go
Yeah.
look at sharks. Wow, where are they? They are at the bottom of the ocean
That's
because
not
the
how-
cage got detached.
'Cause the
and what
sharks
do you
attached.
know?
Yeah, but you can open the top of the cage and
I'm gonna
leave.
guess at least one person dies in that movie. At least one.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we'll get you.
Your
We're
oxygen
gonna
will
take
run
out a
out.
life insurance, and then you can do it.
Do life insurances cover shark attack?
I don't know. Maybe.
Because don't you have to sign a waiver to even get in the cage?
I don't know.
So that way you can't sue the company?
I say no at sharks.
Yeah, but that's not life
Maybe.
insurance.
Sharks
That's
are a
another
solid
company.
no
So
from me.
Yeah.
I hate sharks. Can't do
none of
it.
us are gonna die. I've never heard of anyone dying in these things.
I'm still not doing it.
Um,
I'm also
That's
not.
a movie.
no, I could Google it right now and tell you.
I also-
Do it. Yeah, Google
There's
how many
probably
people
at
have died.
least- how many
Google
people-
how many people have died doing
It's a
this.
small amount because not a lot of people do it.
Since y'all are talking about weird, crazy shit, there is one thing I would like to do at one point in my life, and that's actually surf a wave.
Yeah, no, I totally want
But
to
not in the dangerous coral areas that I've fucking seen some of the beaches be in. Like, it's got to be
Brother,
like a nice...
that's professional surfing anyway. We're gonna be in the baby bitch
There is
waves. What are
an
you talking
average-
about?
Like, I want to
Like-
be in the top.
like-
I want to go in the green
We're-
room, man.
we're
I want to be in the green room.
we're gonna be popping up with grandma like on waves, dude. What are you talking about?
Oh my god.
Yeah, how many people have died?
How many shark attacks per year? Or?
No. How many people have died in the cage?
Again, there's not a lot of people getting in the cage, Sean.
Yeah, it's a tourist attraction thing. There's plenty of people getting in a cage.
Oh,
it's
a
the same as
couple
bungee
hundred,
jumping
maybe
or
a couple.
skydiving or
Those
anything.
people are all so crazy. I ain't trusting no
There's a
fucking
metal
bungee cord.
cage.
I ain't trusting no bungee cord.
You would be the Pepsi inside this bottle.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Okay, no
okay.
one has ever died. But I still want to do it.
I don't believe that.
Very crazy that Sean was
that
right.
does say
It's
in,
all
in
fake
the
news.
shark cage, no one
Once
has
again,
died.
remember, if I make a statement, I'm correct. If I ask a question,
hold
then I
on.
want to know.
Hold on. The fine text here in the fine print here. What if they, the cage broke and then they were out of said cage? Then technically, it's not a shark cage.
That's a shark attack.
Then
So
it's a shark
dumb.
attack.
Oh my
I'm
god.
just saying. What?
No, not
I'm-
you. That. Like, just their stipulations.
Oh no, I'm.
Bree
saying
isn't
that's-
like an environment. She's like, damn.
No, that's
my
Bree's
fight
stipulation.
Yeah.
Okay, how
That's-
many shark attacks are there a year?
around 7 or 8
Total around the
a
world?
year. Yeah,
Crazy.
I'll take my chances.
I won't.
How many people are stranded out in the
Because
middle of the
I
ocean?
don't want to become that 7 or 8.
Yeah.
I want to pet a shark.
I would bet that the vast majority of shark attacks go unreported because they eat the whole person.
No, that's not how sharks
That's not
work,
how-
brother.
No, it
That's
does.
not how that gets
It
reported.
totally does.
It gets reported by the
Odd
other.
thing to
It
say.
doesn't get reported.
Pull.
Exactly. Yeah, all those people that go out on their
Damn,
own.
sharks out here getting away with murder.
I don't know if you've ever
Goddamn
been
right.
on a beach that has had a shark
I'm not talking
warning,
about a beach.
but
I'm
like
talking about
they let
stranded
you
ocean.
know that the sharks are there, and if someone's out in the water, generally the people from the beach can see him out in the
I'm not
water.
talking about a beach. I'm talking about people out in
So
the
you
middle
do
of the ocean.
know, just so you know, for future reference, that sharks can swim up rivers and stuff, right?
Yeah.
There are freshwater sharks.
There are
During
freshwater sharks in
hurricanes-
rivers.
During
Yep.
hurricanes, sharks just swim around.
Yep.
Shark again.
Yeah.
Isn't that terrifying? think
I
I'm more scared
understand.
of what's
Like,
in
to
the
be
water
clear,
than the water
I
itself.
know that the chance of a shark killing or attacking
Yeah.
you is low. I still don't want to put myself in that
but
position.
like from that same position, there's probably more dogs that kill people every year than
the
sharks.
creature's mouth. I would not go near a shark in the same way that I would not go near a hippo or anything with a large mouth.
Valid.
If any of my if in theory I could jump into the mouth of this creature and like they could just start eating slowly, I'm not doing it.
Would you skydive?
No, absolutely
no.
not.
No, I wouldn't
absolutely
skydive.
not.
Really?
Absolutely
No.
not.
I would drop like a tank, brother.
I'm not even worried about
I need
that.
two
I think I would vomit.
parachutes.
I think I would vomit in the sky, and then it would just
No,
like hit
I've
my
wondered that
instructor
before.
in the
How
face.
hard
and
would
I'd
that hit
probably be
somebody's
banned.
windshield if you
It would hit
puked in the
so
sky?
bad.
It would
So
go
bad.
on to your instructor, and you'd
Yeah.
probably get
Awesome.
banned from the establishment. I'm pretty sure.
I think that's happened.
I think it has.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
ain't doing
think
it.
that is what
No,
it
see,
is.
the thing is, I feel like I got the kind of vibe to where it's like if I approached a big animal, approached another big animal, I think we'd be chill. Because, like, we'd be like, hey, bro, me and you, both apex predators. Like, I fucks with stuff, you fucks with stuff. We ain't got to fucks with each other.
What
We
about
can
a
just
bear?
do stuff. Fuck yeah. I'd dap up a bear.
Okay.
What about a panther?
Hell yeah. Carolina Panthers, boy.
That's how you guys would vibe. It's like, yo,
My man. Maybe don't go 3-14 next time.
You got it, Billy. Billy, thanks for coming by.
Wait,
Sort of Stupid
I gotta
podcast.
read the
We
thing.
have to go through the YouTube super chats, the memberships, the Twitch
My
stuff.
job.
No, but
Yeah.
unironically, I think I could dap up a bear.
I believe you.
I
Thank you,
don't.
man.
Get your questions
You
in
know, I have
now.
faith,
We're gonna
Sean.
go
You-
through
I
them
have
all.
no faith.
Questions, concerns, things you want to say. Be a part of the show
ye
today.
of little faith.
All right, we're gonna
Yeah.
start with you two.
What a hater.
What currency is that? I got it wrong last time. Is that pounds?
I don't know. Just say euros. If it's wrong, they'll get
Those are
mad and it'll be
different, I
funny.
think.
Who cares?
Oi there, Gov! It's some of my fun money.
Finstergator with the £2 saying,
What is
"Can
the
you guys
Canadian
check
money
out
called?
Looney.
Lego
Looney.
Looney
Ninjago?"
Yeah. Wait, what? No, what?
Can you guys with the Finstergator with the £2 saying, "Can you guys check out Lego Ninjago?"
No.
No.
Maybe the movie. That show's too long.
And they're like 10 seasons or something.
It's so long.
It's another Clone
I
Wars.
like the Lego stuff fine. I don't want to go through 10 seasons of a Lego
That's a
show.
long show.
Yeah, it's crazy. Maybe the movie, but
I might check it out on stream just fucking around
maybe
one
like
day.
a season 1 and then be like, cool, that was a vibe. We'll never see you again. You know, like something like that. Maybe, I don't know.
Unless it gets hella views.
Yeah.
Hella.
We got
we're
Jackson with the
forced.
19.99
Damn,
pounds
Jackson.
saying Twitch ain't got nothing going on. Oh, quick question. Would y'all ever consider watching Train Spotting? Love
Sure.
y'all. First channel I ever bought a membership to because I love you.
That
I think-
movie.
What is Trainspotting?
So
I think I saw that when I was a kid.
I did too, or a teenager, but like it's.
Isn't that where they're on heroin or
I don't
something?
remember parts, but it is dark.
Yeah.
Bro. It is
That's a crime movie.
dark. No, it is a heroin movie.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It is.
That is
God,
not
what's the
what I pictured
God,
that
one
movie
movie?
was
Me
gonna be.
either.
I thought it was
really
gonna be like
wanna
that
show you
TikTok kid who
guys-
gets excited when he sees the trains, and I
What
thought
is
it was
it
just gonna be
called?
like a thing about
Requiem for a
trains,
Dream.
but
It's like Requiem for a
not.
Dream, but arguably worse.
Yeah.
Maybe not worse.
Did you ever
but
watch
maybe
the Basketball
close.
Diaries?
No.
You'd probably fuck with that.
Asta with the 9.99 saying, "Hello guys, you guys are awesome. I always watch you guys after work. You guys bring me a lot of joy. I love you
Yay.
guys. And Sean, you always guess things in movies. Bro has observation
Hockey.
Yeah.
LOL.
Whoa.
True.
See, even guess that.
We all do.
Dude.
Yeah, you
That was the
already
best
read
part
that.
last. Were you there during
Yeah,
my
no,
stream last
I
night?
answered them as well.
With the Hogwarts Legacy. Some guy was like, you guys, he's like, you've definitely seen this before. You keep predicting things. It was Vampire Diaries. He's like, you've definitely seen this before. You keep predicting stuff. And I was like, I mean, I literally wasn't rude initially. I was after.
It's just pattern recognition,
But I was
dude.
like, dude, I'm like, you gotta understand. I'm like, we watch movies and TV shows for a living. Like, we catch on to tropes. Like, I know we ham up. We say dumb things. We get baked and say dumb shit. But like, we generally are decent at
You
doing
can only
things.
do so many things.
Yeah,
Right?
and somebody's like, he's like, yeah, but like the way you said it, you're like, oh, Stefan's definitely listening right now, and then it zooms out to Stefan listening, and it's like, yeah, he can hear up to like a mile away, and I knew he was in the house. Obviously, he's listening
It's
to
like,
the
bro,
conversation happening in the other room.
Yeah, is he not going to
They've
be
done-
listening?
They do it like every other fucking episode.
Is it Stefan the bad guy?
No.
Oh, okay.
But it's
never
like,
mind then.
they do it like every other episode. Somebody's listening from the other room, so I'm like, that's not that much of an observation. I'm like, and then I was like, maybe I'm just smarter than you. And he was like, well, no, I actually like, I called it too. And I was like,
Then why are you here?
bro, I'm like, I can't with y'all.
Yeah,
I can't.
It's
We're genius. We all have observation
yeah.
hockey.
I am so smart.
Yeah. Super
Justin
smart.
Stewart with the $4.99 saying, y'all thinking about checking out Dune/Dune Part 2?
Yes.
Yes.
Fun
It's
ride.
on the list.
Have
We
a
own it.
blessed day, guys. Love the content.
Bless up.
We
Thank you.
bought it in 4K, I think.
Yes. God
Fuck.
damn it.
We'll need to fix that.
Backyard TARDIS with the $5 saying, definitely should check out Sonic OVA movie and Sonic Boom as a group.
Okay.
Sonic Boom, that is the one we get recommended the most. That was where most of the roasts came from that video we watched.
I will say Sonic Boom
but
is like
it's
the only
long.
one I see
It's long.
recommended.
It's like, I think, either 50 or 80 episodes.
yeah, but they're only,
Jesus.
what, 20 minutes, right?
It's
Maybe start with season 1. Go from there.
it's like 2 or 3 seasons of Young Justice.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Then we got Annie Meg with the $1.99 and then another $1.99 donation saying, who would you cast as Amy Rose for Sonic Movie 4?
I don't know actresses. I couldn't tell you.
I don't
Chris
either.
Pratt.
Yeah, let's go with that. I don't know, women actresses. You think I
Who?
know? No, I have no idea.
So what is her kind of energy or personality like?
Just because
she
yesterday
is.
Renee Zellweger.
So I don't think they're gonna do this in the movie. But from what I have gathered from the things that I have watched, she is a mega Sonic simp.
So she's in love with Sonic.
Or at least in some of the games. I don't know if that
Right.
changes in the show. She wasn't really like that in Sonic Prime. I don't know.
Get Jennifer Coolidge to do it.
I don't
Fuck
know. But
Morgan Freeman.
Mabel. Who plays Mabel?
it. Sonic.
Yeah, I don't know. Whoever plays Mabel.
Sonic swam through
It'd just be
300
funny.
yards of
Mabel.
shit.
Yeah.
All right, we got Rare Orchid with the $10 saying, love your energy and content. Keep it up, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. We got Yidget with the new gold membership.
Gidget.
Thank you.
We
Get your
got
videos
Rare
early.
Orchid with another $10 saying, have you guys seen Disney's Treasure Planet in Atlantis?
No, but it is on the list. We have had that recommended quite a few
Yep.
times.
Yes.
YouTube crashes all the time. I like the studio for streaming. I don't know why.
Oh, Sonic Boom episodes are 12 minutes long.
Oh.
That's-
What?
That'd be much more possible. Keep
Wait,
on. You're,
what?
you're good.
Yeah,
you're good.
I got it.
that'd
Everything
be like
okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
a Ruby.
Massansin with the $9.99 saying, y'all are some of my favorite actors. You guys are fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Am I the only one who wants to see you guys watch the Curious George movie from 2006?
Yes.
Quick question. Who is Sione and Eric's goated?
What?
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 It was Sione. Eric. Eric is Sione.
Sione and Eric's.
I think
Sione
they're asking
is
who
Eric.
Sione is.
That would be Eric.
But that you're
I-
also
Still
goated.
him.
I am me, Billy.
Yeah.
I am
He is
me,
Wolverine.
Now,
baby.
then we hear the glass
I
shatter
am
and Persona
Eric,
music plays.
Sione, Dumblestone.
Yeah.
He is Wolverine.
He wears a patchy. He wears multiple
I
hats.
wear the the patch.
You know,
around here.
he is our costume guy. Like if we need somebody to be in a costume, it's Eric.
Well, it's
That's
because
true.
he always buys the costume.
True.
And it's like, yeah, well, you know what? It fits for him.
Well, I
so-
mean, it works though too. It's funny because like the whole Dumblestone thing is like
You
Dumblestone's he's tall. Anyways,
it works.
right?
Yeah, you being taller than me helps
Well,
with
me
certain
and you
instances
will
too.
like switch out being like whatever bit part we need or whatever, and it's like we write and direct it, and
Yeah.
I'm happy doing that.
We got
I don't
Blizzard.
care about me.
Yeah,
Sorry,
right.
Blizzard, I totally forgot
You're
about
the star,
you.
Eric.
I like to.
You're the star.
I like to just have fun.
Me too.
the star.
Shine bright.
I had
like
fun
a
behind the
diamond.
camera. Actually, that was a lot of fun.
We got Blizzard with the $2 saying, rough, I promise you'd like a lot of Sonic games.
I mean, I liked that one.
I mean, I have
played
no
that
doubt,
was new.
right?
I want to play Frontiers. I've heard Frontiers is very
I mean,
good.
there, like to an extent, there's a reason why there's so many in the
Yeah.
end. You're gonna have some duds, of course, but like, bro, there's 40 Sonic games.
Yeah.
Some of them have to be.
I mean,
good.
when I played the Shadow game, everybody in the chat was like, "Homie saw the movie, got excited, and picked the worst Sonic."
Yeah,
game."
no,
The
yeah.
worst one.
So it's like, yeah, all right, fair.
I know, I asked him when he was going to stream that night, and he literally, like, handed me the physical copy of the thing. He's like, this looks awesome.
I was so excited because I was on that high. We just watched Sonic 3.
I don't know why you didn't choose Frontiers, dude.
Because
everyone had
Shadow,
been
it was
suggesting-
Shadow. I was
But
like,
you
I gotta
also
go
have the
Shadow.
Shadow Generations game.
Yeah, but we've already played that. We know that nobody watches part 2s, Eric.
But did you even get to Shadow? Like, did you even play Sonic storyline on that one?
No, not Sonic, but Shadow. I played a little bit off.
no, dude, that
stream.
game sucks. I don't blame you. I can't. That game is bad.
Really, Shadow Generations?
No.
Shadow.
Shadow,
one I
Shadow,
played.
Shadow the
Oh.
Hedgehog, like itself, it is not a. It is subjectively, no, objectively not a good game.
Yeah, it was bad.
Makes sense.
All right, we got Backyard TARDIS with another $2 donation saying Sonic Boom episodes are 12 minutes long.
Yeah, we saw there's 100 episodes of it. So,
yeah,
it's the
it'd
equivalent
be
of 50
50.
episodes. It's like 2 seasons of Young John. It's not bad. I don't know how it would do, but it's not bad.
Try a season. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
true.
And then Rare Orchid with another $10 saying, what's your favorite character from Arcane?
Jinx.
Arcane?
I don't even think it's close.
Honestly, dude, I'm torn between Jinx
Isn't
and the
that the main
kid.
character?
I can't think
not?
of. I don't remember the kid's name. The one who didn't speak.
Oh,
Eric's like, it's Jinx or the character I don't remember.
like no, I don't remember her name.
No, I know what you mean.
Because she never had any speaking roles.
Yeah, I don't remember either. Who
Who
was it, Christian? Oh, never mind.
Oops.
Did we invite you to... God.
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
I didn't. I
never
thought.
mind.
You know what, Christian? We
Yeah,
might have
right,
something for you to do.
No, can I say I just anything new, like when we do an old thing, I'll ask Christian if he's seen it. Anything new, I default to assuming he's seen it because he goes
Right.
to the theater and sees
Hey,
everything.
wait, so
Yeah.
you've never seen any of Arcane, season 1 or 2?
Yeah.
We're gonna put him to work.
Yeah, Billy, we've been trying to see if y'all would enjoy Christian doing an occasional solo show. So if that's something you want to see, let us know.
Let us know in the chat. Do it.
Mookie with the €5.
Oh, Vander. I forgot I didn't
I
answer.
think those are euros. Are those euros or
Yeah, close
pounds?
enough.
Mine is Vander.
For Bree, got any specific
agree with that.
birthday drawing requests? Oh, that's putting me on the
I love that
spot.
YouTube keeps giving super chats. Don't worry, Twitch, we will get to you.
Yeah.
YouTube is just kind of
Yeah.
continuing the questions
Yeah.
right now.
They're popping off.
Mm-hmm.
Specific birthday drawing requests. Man, I've been dying for a drawing of me like crocheting for a while because I wanted to use it for like a logo for my crochet business on the side. But other than that,
Wow, you're doing stuff that isn't with us?
Damn.
Is that
Yeah.
allowed?
Damn.
actually it kind of is involved with you guys because I'm halfway through working projects for you guys.
Ooh.
So keep talking shit, and I'll
Yeah.
never finish them. I'm also knitting us beanies for the Harry Potter thing we're doing.
Oh, hell
Sick.
yeah.
So
I keep
put some
forgetting
fucking
about that.
respect on my hobby.
I will say I want to get Mookie too to draw a picture of all of us, whether it's like our favorite characters in something or whatever, and I want to get like on one of those canvas prints and like put it
Oh,
like
that'd be
behind
dope.
us.
That would be sick.
Yeah.
Casual King with the $5 saying, how much do we have to raise as a community to get Boom to eat Sonic while watching Sonic Boom and going at Sonic Boom?
That's actually a
seats?
good point. Sonic does sell hot dogs. We should
Oh
order
yeah,
chili dogs.
dude. I was like, eat
yeah,
Sonic.
chili dogs while we watch Sonic
Oh
Boom.
my
Yeah,
God. Can we get Sonic here?
Yeah.
Probably. There's got to be a Sonic.
There's
nearby
literally like
somewhere.
one like I could throw a rock from my house and hit a Sonic.
Dude,
I haven't had a chili dog in so long.
I've never
No, same.
like living up north. Sonic was one of the last things that ever came.
Well, yeah,
to my
'cause y'all
area,
have
so we never had it.
Portillo's.
Yeah, we have Portillo's.
Yeah,
so
why
it's
would you
like,
need
bro, why would I
Sonic?
go to this place? They're on. Well, the thing is, we even have Blue Top. So it's
Yeah.
like I don't know if you guys know
No, I
what
have
Blue
no
Top
idea.
is.
No clue.
Blue Top is basically where when you pull up, they put the little thing on your window for your tray, and they roll over.
Sonic
right
would
around.
do that too,
Yeah,
where I
like
live.
they have Sonic, but like Blue Top was literally the originator, like for our area
Drive-in
for
stuff,
that.
yeah.
So it's like. Well, you'd usually go there for car shows. Like,
Yeah.
like they'd pull in with like the old 57
Yeah, no,
Chevys.
that's how our Sonic was. That,
like,
that was the car show.
That's why
thing.
Sonic never was prevalent up there because we
Yeah, I
already have
never
Blue
knew.
Top, so we already
Yeah.
have it.
Yeah,
so I was
no.
like,
Never
when I
even
went
heard
to
of that.
Sonic one time, I was like, this
Yeah.
is the
Well,
same.
the
Yeah.
thing is, everybody went to Sonic for Sonic. Our Sonic was like, since North Carolina has like a bunch of diners and barbecue places, like everybody got
I
burgers
miss
and hot dogs
good
everywhere
diners.
else. Dude,
Where's Sonic?
same. Oh my god,
Yeah.
same. But like everybody would just go to Sonic afterwards and get like ice cream. Or
Yeah.
whatever. That was the place we got ice cream at.
Yeah, I don't know. I only know Portillo's because of Kind of Funny.
Because Portillo's is
Because
fire,
Greg
dude.
never
never
shuts
heard
up
of
about
it.
Portillo's.
So
Yeah, I would
good, you
love to
don't
try
know,
it.
bro.
Oh, I've had it
So
before.
good.
They did a Kind of Funny meetup one time that we set up, but it was at a Portillo's.
Did you have the croissant?
No,
Croissant.
I had a hot dog.
Homie, you-
I just came up with another drawing idea. I would love a drawing of me holding Ori like a baby.
Oh my
Just
god.
like a cute little like drawing of
You want
me
to give it Maeve's hair, like the
Ori.
curly.
No, no. I just love Ori, and he's so cute, and he's so little. But that's my favorite video game of all time is Ori. I've also wanted to do crochet streams like on TikTok really bad, but I never have. But I thought it'd be like a nice, calm, chill. Like
you know what I love?
background
I love
stream.
doing on TikTok is watching the lives where they scribe someone's name. Like they do the real fancy writing.
Oh, like the calligraphy?
Yeah, the calligraphy.
Yeah.
And like they'll just literally, their only thing they do is just choose someone's name out of chat and just do it in calligraphy.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro,
Such
my mind is
vastly
loving
different
this.
interests.
People will
Same.
pay just to
Same.
get their name done.
No,
I just
fuck that.
love watching it.
I feel like
hate-
me and you have very similar.
Yeah, we're
interests.
pretty
that is
close.
my toxic trait,
Slight
is I love
differences,
watching
but-
calligraphy.
No,
Yeah.
you got a few others I can name, but
All right. Massanson with the $4.99 saying, would you guys be up for reacting collabs? I've started doing reaction vids and I'm looking to do collabs in the future.
Not really.
yeah. I mean,
We've
One
talked
day,
about
yeah.
it. It's one of those things where like we like, and the thing is obviously it would have to be somebody that we like, that we know, right? We're not gonna. We would never, and not to say that you would do something crazy or anything, but like we would never risk endangering the brand by just bringing on a random person that we've never interacted with.
and we'd also never
or
risk
somebody
endangering
who's-
us by bringing someone
Yeah,
here.
or somebody
Yeah.
who's not
Their
established.
kids are here sometimes, so it's
But like, because we've done collabs in the past back when we were remote, and like we've discussed like
it's so hard.
It's
It was
like-
hard though because everyone's on a different schedule.
Bro,
Everyone's on
I
a
mean,
different
it was
time
difficult
zone.
for us.
time
Yeah.
zone.
Like
There's
when-
delays. There's audio lag. Like
Yeah.
you know, so there's this weird thing where like we have discussed like, is there a way, like, because we've had this discussion more so like if one of us gets sick but can still record,
Right.
is there a way that like two of us could come into the office and one person could stay home and remote
Right.
in? And like every time we've tried, there's
a nightmare,
audio
dude.
problems, and it's like how do you handle it? Like it's just it's a thing. In the future, maybe, who knows? But I don't see that happening unless we bring a creator out here, or like there is a creator that we know that is in the area and we invite them.
Sora the Dragon Master with the $9.99 saying, after meeting Shadow, what are your thoughts or expectations on Silver? I've always wondered what his story and full capabilities could be. Personally, he is my favorite hedgehog so far.
I mean, I like Silver.
He looks
just,
cool.
Just from
Yeah.
what they look like, I like
Yeah,
them. But like,
no
I
doubt.
have no idea what the hell they're.
I've never seen Silver in
Nope.
anything ever,
Nope.
so I don't know anything about it.
Yep, zero.
I just know it exists.
I'm excited.
Yep.
That yeah.
Christian, scroll down in the YouTube chat.
Yeah,
There
all
you
the
go.
way.
There you go.
All the way.
There you go. Dark Savage with the $4.99 saying, since we're talking about Sonic, will you guys ever watch Sonic for Hire?
I've never even heard of that.
Never
I don't
heard
know
of
what
that.
that
Sonic
is.
needs a job.
There's so much things.
Yeah. It's actually kind of crazy.
That's
like,
what I was saying. Sonic's
between
deep,
games
bro.
and YouTube stuff and shows, it's just like endless, dude. It's insane.
Jackson Callan with the $9.99 saying, train spotting is a little dark. In my head, I visioned a members only or Patreon thingy because it's darker. I only ask because I got to get Scottish rep on
Yeah,
here.
it's
LOL.
like I legitimately don't. I'm sure we could get it on YouTube. You'd have to censor a lot. Like YouTube censorship has gotten real bad.
There's
Especially
like one or two particular scenes I'm thinking of that I can kind of remember. That probably wouldn't go well.
All right, to Twitch.
And I mean,
Yeah.
they didn't like hackers.
We finally
like-
got through all the questions on YouTube.
Thank you so much
Last
for
chance
all
to get
the
your
love
stuff
on
in.
YouTube. We appreciate it a ton.
Very much.
VSDDW with the Prime sub on Twitch. Thank you. Lala with the resub with Prime saying Lord of the Rings is probably my favorite trilogy.
Agreed.
Abigail with the 50 gifted.
Damn, Abigail.
Twitch. Thank you.
Absolutely mental. Thank you
The
so
fact
much.
that we're
That is wild.
still at 1100 or almost to 1200 subs on Twitch is crazy.
Yeah, thank you all so much for the support. Seriously.
Awesome, Billy.
Plot Armor with the 25 bits.
Plot armor.
Hollow with the 1 month sub. Thank you. Super RJ with the 95 bits saying if you wanted to play a good Shadow game, you should play SA2.
Yeah, we've heard that.
And that sums all
Is everybody
that
on
up.
Twitch? All right, cool. Billy,
Yes,
this has been the SortaStupid Podcast Season 2, Episode
two,
Two.
Two.
three,
3?
three,
I think it's 3.
Two.
Three.
Three.
Is
three.
it 3?
It
It is
three.
three, yeah, because we've had
Three
Christian
it
with
is.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we're doing that. We got other stuff. Remember, go to BillyEndsTheWorld.com. Use Billy10. Get your discount. Get your merch. Look at this. Look at this.
Look at the merch.
Look at that.
Look at it.
Look at that.
We got shirts. We got stickers. Bree touches them. Look at Christian.
I touch them.
Yeah, look at this. Look at all that.
They do have my hand oil on them.
More and more coming. Stay tuned,
You
Billy.
can clone Bree.
Yeah,
You could.
check it out.
Please don't. And if you do, don't tell me that you
Don't tell me you did.
don't.
Hey, you never know
Keep
when
that
you need
information
extra
yourself.
parts.
Yeah. Rate the podcast 5 stars on Spotify.
Do it.
If you're listening to it on Spotify, we post this on Spotify. Check out our comic, Billy Ends the World. You can get that on Webtoon. It's in other places, but Webtoon I think is probably the easiest place to read it.
And show up for the Twilight stream tomorrow.
Yes,
No.
10
10
a.m.
a.m.
Do it.
Central Time. 1:30.
I may or may not be
2025.
inebriated. It's going to be fun. I haven't decided whether that's going to happen or
Yeah,
not.
January 30th.
Oh, 1/30. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that could have been confusing.
Could it?
Yeah.
Oh.
They would have showed up like midway through the second movie or some shit.
Yeah, well, don't be dumb, Billy. We
That's
said
what
10
I'm planning
a.m.
on doing.
10 a.m. It's going to be a
10
long
a.m.
day.
It's going to be a real
Too
long day.
early. Bitch, it is 5 goddamn movies.
We have to go through 5 movies, Billy.
If we don't start it early, we're not going to make it.
And it will not be a VOD.
No, it will
So
not.
be
You
here.
have to be
You
there
need
live.
to be at the
if
stream.
not, it will come to Patreon.
Eventually.
1 per week.
Yep.
It will release over the course of 5 weeks on Patreon, and then after Patreon, when it comes to YouTube, it'll be the same thing. It'll be over the course of 5 weeks. If you want to watch it in the binge format, if you want to watch it with us live, if you want to see it immediately, you don't want to wait. You have to be there live.
Well, I love the sass.
Like,
fine.
okay.
Yeah.
Darn. I guess I'll just have
How
to be
dare.
there.
Yeah.
It's like if you miss it, it will still come. You'll just have to wait.
Yep.
Up to 5 weeks.
Yep.
Yeah. So be there.
Be there. Be square.
Be excited.
Don't be a pussy,
Bring your
Billy.
snacks.
Yeah, don't be a pussy, Bill. That's the new sign off.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
Enjoy.
Bye.
Bye.
Christian, end it before any more super chats come in.